Alright, there we go. We got that going live. I am in the middle of changing all this up. There we go. Young Da Vinci. Ay. Alright, what's going on, everybody? Ryuzaki MK7 back once again. And we're doing some fake Grand Order tonight. A little bit of a change of pace from what I normally do. So the recent main story edition, the first Lostbelt chapter came out. And I went through the first section earlier just to see what it was all about. And so we're going to be doing a little bit of a read-through, playthrough sort of situation. Just enlarge the viewing screen a little bit. There we go. All right. So I've actually got audio in this time. There we go. So let me know if I need to adjust it or anything like that, guys. I am absolutely able to do so. Gonna go to the main records. Classes and Lostbelt 1. Permafrost Empire. We're gonna go through each of the parts. Well, the parts that I already went through anyway, and then we will continue on with the actual story itself. Let us begin. So, our history came to an end. It's been 90 days since the invasion from space began. In that time, the entire planet has been wiped clean. We've been fighting back for 3 months. 3 long, arduous months. Every single attempt ended in failure. Of course they did. We had all kinds of security measures in place to deal with other countries, but we were completely unprepared for an invasion from outer space. The United States fought hard to the last man, but even so, they only lasted a matter of days. With no other options left to them, all the few remaining humans could do was stand by and stare around, dumbfounded at the endless stretch of nothingness. Everyone resigned themselves to the fact that each passing day could very well and truly be their last. But not me. I just couldn't let it end like this. So, I turned my back on the campsite and walked away like a petulant child, casting a deaf ear to the people offering up their final prayers. Before me, I saw a vast wasteland of endless white. Any traces of humanity had been erased. We no longer had any hope for survival, let alone of turning the tide. Nothing we tried had even the slightest effect. In this wasteland, I searched through old records, like a raccoon pawing through garbage. I managed to find an old motorcycle with barely enough fuel for a one-way trip, and began riding across the blinding white wasteland. Hey Aries, what's up? Yeah, I thought I'd leave the support list for those down there. I honestly should put the friend code up. It's just nothing about this makes sense. There are so many unanswered questions. If I'm gonna die, I at least want to know why. I can accept an alien invasion. I can even accept the end of the world. But I can't accept not knowing why they invaded us. Or how. The invasion lasted a good 90 days. There must have been some sign leading up to it. Someone must have seen this coming. Or maybe someone knew this was coming and decided to let it happen. How did the invaders first make their way to Earth to begin with? Someone needs to figure at least that much out, or humanity will never be able to rest in peace. So I'll keep exploring until I find a lead. Some sort of clue that could help me lead me to the answers I seek. This recording might just be me talking to myself, but still, there's every chance that this is the last document remaining on Earth. My name is David. David Blue Book. I'm an oddball setting off on the last trip of his life, searching for answers in a world where I'll be lucky to see tomorrow. Oh, it's laggy on your side? Oh, sorry, Aries. Oh, alright. Later, pal. Thanks for stopping by. Alright, here we go. Researcher's Log, 2018. 18 hours have passed since the events we observed in New Mexico. At last, Subject E has been relocated to this base. Honestly, I can barely contain my excitement. This is the biggest thing to happen since the Roswell UFO incident in 1947. I have no idea how it ended up making an emergency landing on this planet, and I don't care. What I do know is that our visitor is at death's door and needs our help if it's going to survive. I also know that it is an intelligent life form and is nothing like us humans. Its form beggars belief. Thank goodness for the boundless capacity of human imagination. That is true. That is very true. This visitor from a distant world looks exactly like the sort of thing one would see in a horror movie. My orders are to perform Sorry about that. My orders are to perform surgery on this new friend from beyond the stars to save its life and, hopefully, establish contact. I'm literally trembling with excitement. My entire staff and I are eager to begin our work. This will be a difficult operation, but we will save it. This will be, by far, the most fulfilling work I've ever done. How can I not see that it succeeds? My only regret is that I won't be able to share these discoveries with the outside world. This project is as classified as they come, and who knows if it will ever be disclosed to the public. Until then, we must continue to nurse it back to health in secret, here in this underground facility. It is here that I must study this strange new life form. These tree roots come to life. And that was the outro. I did a lot of mainly just the story side stuff. I just did a lot of the prologue stuff. I was just intrigued. And the ones that destroyed us all. The Cryptors. Alright, hold on. Alright, how was I gonna go about this? Alright. If I need to adjust any volume or anything, chat, please, by all means, let me know. It's a little too loud. There we go. It has been 90 days. 3 full months since the Tree of Emptiness took root. The world has been successfully rewritten with the Lostbelts. The felling theoretical phenomenon is complete. Let us take a moment to celebrate this milestone. None of this would have been possible without each of your devoted efforts. You're giving us way too much credit. You're giving us way too much credit, Kishtaria. None of us have done anything worth celebrating yet. The foreign god did all the work, invading and rewriting history and the world and all that. All we've done is kept our Lostbelt kings in good spirits. The real work's only just starting, yeah? You don't get it, Beryl. Stabilizing the Lostbelt and growing the tree are one and the same. Lord Kirshtaria is telling us to devote ourselves to maintaining our contracts with the Lostbelt's servants. Particularly masters like you who treat this as some kind of game. Whoa, easy there, Ophelia. Looks really can kill when you're the one giving them. That aside, Lord Kishtaria, huh? Changed a bit since you woke up, haven't you? Don't worry, I don't give you too much shit about that. I get why you'd want to cling to someone under the circumstances. What a prick. But as long as we're on the subject, let me make something clear here. I've never been more serious in my life. We already died once. Think I don't know better than to treat this like a game? Yeah, we saved the world for this? Indeed. Also, what's up, Maki? Glad you could join tonight. Oh, and just like Dove, don't forget servant and rarity commands. I just want to make sure that Nightbot still got them working. This foreign god person might have resuscitated us this time, but I don't see that happening a second time. So you better believe that I want to get things taken care of while I'm still kicking. Ooh, a 4-star rider. A 4-star rider. Ooh, what 4-star rider you want to be, Maki? I'll leave that choice up to you. After all, we can only enjoy stealing and killing while you're still alive. Don't you agree, David? High pitch. There we are. Yep. Indeed. You cannot experience the sensation that accompanies methodical killing from the confines of the coffin. Happily, our respective regions are quite primitive, so we are afforded plenty of opportunities for that experience now. You said it. They keep coming at us, practically begging us to kill them. Not a lot of time to screw around, huh? I see. I feel sorry for your Lostbelts. There is competition a-brewin'. Oh god. Gotta play this as flamboyant as possible. I am sorry if I offend anyone. What's the matter, Kadok? Beryl is his usual self, but you seem a bit off. What's bothering you? You look just dreadful. Oh my, those bags under your eyes. Have you not been sleeping? Or is it just that you're under a lot of stress? Both. Never mind me. I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. I'm sorry, you know I can't do that, Kadok. If you really want me to leave you be, then at the very least I need to see a smile from you. Moedred? Moedred Summer. Yes. I call that a good pick. A very good pick indeed. Hold on, I want to see if the chat's still good and everything like that. Okay, chat's still appearing. Good. See a smile from you. How could I not be sad seeing a friend so down in the dumps? Spam those waves. Yes. I can't help worrying about you, whatever you might think on the subject. Understand? If you really want to be alone, you need to be strong enough to handle it. And if you're letting your stress show like that, then you clearly aren't. Why not try relieving a bit of that stress with a bit of fun? This suggestion won't win points for originality, but how about some tea? I found some great tea leaves here in my own Lostbelt. I'd be happy to let you have some. I bet the Grand Duchess would be delighted as well. None of your business. None of your business. I swear, you just don't change no matter what happens, do you, Pepe? Oh, flattery will get you everywhere. I must say, that wasn't bad, Kadok. Oh my god. He's that type of guy. My goodness. Oh my. I'm not praising you. That was an insult. Sheesh, how come you're not telling this guy not to treat this like a game, Ophelia? Peperoncino's different. He's always like this. Hey, World War, what's up? In Soviet Russia, Lostbelt, do you? Indeed. Exactly. He doesn't listen to what people tell him. Just think about that weird nickname he picked for himself. He's a dyed-in-the-wool optimist. Or maybe a natural-born outlaw. Either way, you don't want to see him get serious, you know? He'd only ever show his true colors if the shit really hit the fan, like the apocalypse or something. Actually, scratch that. Maybe not even then. Oh, great. The mysterious book girl. No more wasting our time. Kirshtaria, what did you want to talk about? We've already reported in about our Lostbelts. Mine isn't fit for territory expansion, and I have no intention of competing with the rest of you. In Soviet Russia, humans don't kill animals. Animals kill you. Indeed. If you want to fight over who gets to rule this planet, knock yourselves out. Did I not already tell you all this? Oh, MP3 caster kill? Nice. Very nice. You think we buy that? You can't just shut yourself away and sit this one out, Akuda. In the end, we're gonna have to choose a single Lostbelt. If you give up on expanding your Lostbelt's territory, it'll just be a matter of time until another Lostbelt invades it. You really want to just lose by default? You're okay with that? Yes, I am. And if my Lostbelt ends up disappearing, I'm fine with that too. This time I just want to stay there right up to the end. As long as I'm satisfied, I'll go along with the rest of the cryptors. So you don't give a shit about this power struggle thing, huh? Can't blame you. We all know who's gonna win anyway. Kirshtarias could beat all ours put together with one hand tied behind its back. This whole game to figure out who's gonna be the king of the earth has already been rigged from the start. I mean, you should see how bad mine and Dayfit's Lostbelts are. There's just no way these are possibilities for how humanity would turn out. Geez, suicide watching. Dang. That is some shade right there, yo. Oh, whoa, hold up. Did I already read that? Oh, comment. But there's not a damn thing wrong with Kishtaria's Lostbelt. Hell, things might be better there than in proper human history. No fair, right? I swear, he was already the favorite to win before we even got started. No accounting for the luck of a born nobleman, huh? Damn. Beryl, hold your tongue. Lord Kishtaria conquered that city entirely on his own merits. Why else do you think he has no fewer than 3 divine spirits? You will hold your tongue as well, Ophelia. Beryl is not incorrect. Huh? It's all right. It is plain to all that I will emerge the victor. No comments how I go about claiming my inevitable victory will change that. Now then, hologram or not, I did not call you all here to talk. I did not call you all here today to go over your Lostbelt's growth. 3 divine spirits, Jesus Christ. How many we got on the back burner, yo? An hour ago, one of my servants foretold the appearance of a spirit origin graph and a round circle. Are they salty that we say the world first? Probably. More than likely. The spirit origin graph belongs to Chaldea, while the round circle no doubt refers to Mosh Kieri Light's shield. This means they are finally about to re-emerge from void space following their escape from Antarctica. So, they're still alive. Even after 3 whole months spent wandering void space. We've been trapped outside of time and space for 3 months? Well, I mean, 3 months, like... Did the vehicle that we just used to escape Chaldea, is it like a TARDIS? What the heck? We will have shadow servants. Indeed. Indeed. I am foreseeing that as well. Alright. I see. And after Koyanskaya... Oh, whoa. Hello. Why? Thank you. Like all the other ones? Maybe. We'll see. I see. And after Koyanskaya went to all that trouble to have the Mages Association appoint a new director who should have been easy to manipulate. Perhaps you made the wrong choice, Wodime. My servant could have destroyed that entire base, you know. Bigger on the inside. It is bigger on the inside. Because they're basically the 7 emissaries of like a new god or something. No. Our plan was the best option available. Chaldea's defenses may not have been airtight, but they were formidable nonetheless. Salty indeed. In order for us to take control, it was necessary to convince Chaldea to let us in willingly, by disguising ourselves as staff, and then shut down Chaldeas from within. Had we done things differently, the Chaldeans would simply have race-shifted away and stopped us. Koyanskaya's plan was well conceived. With the benefit of hindsight, the only issue was the fact that a certain servant did not act of their own accord. But that is hardly Kadok's fault. After all, of the 3 servants who served as the foreign gods' envoys, neither the priest nor Koyanskaya were our own. So, do you know where the Chaldeans are gonna show up? It was planned for... How far back was it planned, though? That is the question. Lamentably, my servant's predictions did not reach that far into the future. All I know is that they will emerge in a matter of hours. That's it? So what? We're just supposed to get... So we're supposed to just get back to our post and keep an eye out for... They'll emerge in Russia, inside the Lostbelt. Yeah, like, they should have killed us if we were going to be this much of a problem. How do you know... How do you know that? Simple logic. How else? The only thing they know about Earth as it is now is the identities of the servants who attack Chaldea. That's their only possible connection for emerging from void space. For them, the Oprichniki are both a threat and a means to determine their destination. We save them, and what do? They destroy our home. Yeah. They made the Kohai cry. We're gonna make them pay. So it all comes down to retribution, huh? We got them good, so now they want to get us back. Which means they'll be gunning for me first and foremost. Perhaps. Anyway, if they are the kind of people to seek revenge, that will make them easier to deal with. Out for vengeance, huh? Man, that's rough. I doubt you'll be able to talk your way out of that one. I know. How about I help you out, Kadok? You don't really go in for all that rough and tumble stuff, do you? If you want, I can play teacher for you, show you how it's done. Hard pass. Stick to your own Lostbelt. I got enough faux pas big brother shit from Pepe. Damn, that shade though. Oh, come on. I really am concerned for you, you know. Besides, Peperoncino's more like our old man than our big bro. But fine, fine. If you're set on doing this yourself, I can respect that. Good luck handling this yourself, Kadok. Go show the Grand Duchess what you're made of. Just don't push yourself too hard, all right? If things start looking dicey, don't be afraid to bail. We're just competing. We're not enemies. But we got no use for a crypter who's lost their Lostbelt. Ha, get that? If you just want to live out your life in peace, nobody's going to stop you. Right, Wodime? Kadok, as you know, we have all consented to a non-aggression pact. As cryptors, our goal is to expand our respective Lostbelt's territories. Barrel servant as Arthur Alter? That'd be neat. That would be really neat. Eventually, our Lostbelt's borders will clash, and one will inevitably be consumed. Thus will the Lostbelt with the strongest foundation of humanity feed upon the weaker ones. Expand! Indeed. But it is in that clash, and only in that clash, that a cryptor may interfere with another cryptor's Lostbelt. Oh my goodness, expand these nuts! If Chaldea does appear in Russia, then it falls to the king of Russia's Lostbelt to deal with them. Our duty is the reconstruction of humanity within our Lostbelts, to build a world where humans and gods can once more coexist in harmony. Now that the foreign gods' invasion has ended, the task of disposing of Chaldea is extraneous at best. It is at this stage nothing more than a chore. Still, I suppose I must admit that they remain a hindrance. They do have a great deal of experience overturning worlds. Damn right we do! I do not know. I honestly do not know. Kadok, I look forward to seeing what you are capable of. Eliminate the nuisance, and grow Russia's tree as quickly as you can. Succeeding in the latter should make the former markedly easier. For my part, I would like to see all the Lostbelts realize their full potential, for each is the potential of humanity itself. It would be a travesty for one of them to end before its history has had a chance to flourish. My god, pretentious much? Pretentious much, Kirstaria? You don't have to tell me. I'm here to win just as much as any of you. Oh, I'm so glad I got water. This is where I sign off. If Chaldea's coming for me, I'll be there to greet them. I'm gonna head back to the throne as well. My king's thirst for exploration and conquest is insatiable. Conquest and exploration. I can only imagine. There's no telling what sort of trouble he might get into if I leave him alone for too long. It'd be funny if her king was Iskandar. Right then, I'll be off as well. Let me know if Russia sends out an SOS. Fire Emblem Conquest? Oh, good god. Alright, I must say though, you certainly seem happy about this barrel. You must get off on seeing Kadok struggling. Now, what sort of heartless bastard do you take me for, Peperoncino? I'm actually worried about him, you know. I was an only child, so I like to think of him as the little brother I never had. Why would I want to see him die? I just want to be a good big brother and look out for him. Besides, I'm thrilled to hear that is still alive. I haven't been this happy since I first broke into their ICU. Dr. Roman kicked me out before we could have a bit of fun together back then. But now, there's no one left to get in my way. Protect Mosh? I think. I'm scared. Goodness me. I don't know what we're going to do about him. Anyway, I'd best be signing off too. Something doesn't seem right on my end either. But while you're here, David, there's something I'd like to ask you about regarding my report. What do you think about this cube in my Lostbelt? I'm trying to think what else, though. I have little information to go on. Do you still want my thoughts? Of course! I would so love to hear your assessment. I think that thing is your Achilles heel. The weakest of weak points for you and your Lostbelt. If Wodheim or I had your Lostbelt, it'd be the first thing we got rid of. But in your particular case, Pepperoncino, I would leave it alone. That's just who you are. I see. Then maybe I'll wait and see how it goes. Though personally, I'd love to cut it out now. Alright, I'm signing off. Our next meeting's a month from now, yes? See you then. Well, David's a little frank. Each of the other cryptors has returned to their posts. Are you sure this is for the best, Lord Kishtaria? Truthfully, I doubt Kadok is up to the task of maintaining Russia's Lostbelt. Blunt, more like it. Ah, makes sense. The Russian King's spirit origin strength is on par with a divine spirit servant. You may be able to control him, Lord Kishtaria, but there is no way Kadok can. And if the remnants of Chaldea show up there and start making trouble, there's no telling what might happen to Russia's Lostbelt. Are you so worried about Kadok? Ooh. Are you worried Kadok's Lostbelt might be destroyed before it can become food for the others, Ophelia? No, it's not that. It's just the way he was behaving left me with a bad feeling. And there are times when he prioritizes the Grand Duchess's wishes over our own objective. So, his rather ordinary nature has backfired. Very well. You do have a point. Canis! It's time to make use of your sea-crossing authority. You will head for Russia and observe Kadok's actions. If he has indeed turned his back on our mission, you will see to his punishment. A random servant has appeared. Are you kidding me, Master? You're really sending me, the great Canis, out to do your housekeeping? And all 'cause this woman won't leave you alone? What sort of heroic spirit do you take me for? A trustworthy one, naturally. You may be coarse, but that is only your pride. And since I have bested you in combat fair and square, I know you will not renege on your promise to me. He beat a heroic spirit in combat. Okay, then. Nor will you renounce your previous statements depending on the situation, unlike the gods. Unless I am mistaken and you are, in fact, just as fickle as they are. Oh, that diss, though. Ha! Always got something to say, don't you, human? What a pompous, weak-kneed, pretentious scumbag. He the Chad of the Lostbelt? Yeah, he is. Fine, I'll be your little lapdog. But if you think I'm gonna forget about this humiliation, you got another thing coming. My luck. No. The gods' luck must have run out on the day I lost to you. You want me to babysit the situation with humans struggling to fight back? Fine, I will. And judging by the sound effects, like, she disappeared with the thunderclap. I can't believe you're using Canis. The Divine Spirit is nothing more than an envoy. Indeed, World War. Sore loser much? Are you sure about sending Canis away like this, Lord Kishtaria? Isn't he, she, your bodyguard? Ophelia really is awkward, isn't she? It is of no consequence. This is why I made a contract with Canis in the first place. I trust him to be my eyes. From here on, I will be having him monitor the continent. I will also have him stop by your Lostbelt as well. I advise you to take caution when he does. As you know, he is not overly fond of women like yourself. Okay? If you offend him, he may just end up erasing your Lostbelt, king and all. I'm not so sure about that. My Lostbelt's king is certainly a deal more subdued than Russia's, yes. However, her power is easily a match for a divine spirit's. On top of that, I have the strongest knight ever to live in my charge. Did you not see the boobs, Ophi? That's true. That's very true. But then again, lest we forget, these guys are not used to summoning servants like we are, though. I can't imagine either of them having anything to fear, even from the divine spirit Canis. I see. Then I suppose I need say nothing more. Wow, sounding regal with that shit. The fate of your Lostbelt will have an impact on mine as well. If possible, I would prefer that our respective Lostbelts be the last two remaining in our competition. Our victory may be inevitable, but some manners of winning are better than others, and my victory must want for nothing. Oh, he sounds like such a prick. I expect great things from you, Ophelia. I need as many capable compatriots as possible. He gon' jinx it, yep. Yes. Yes, Lord Kishtaria. I promise I won't let you down. And then there was one. The roots of cosmic fantasy have descended upon us. The advent of the foreign god is at hand. After 3 months, the Lostbelts have finished their rewrites. Both this planet and the next generation of human history now belong to us. But that is not enough. I will not be satisfied with that alone. The sages from proper human history abandoned humans in their naivety. The one who called himself the King of Mages first pitied humanity, but soon washed his hands of them. But not me. I will never relax my grip. It has been 2,000 years since mystics disappeared, when the foundations of the world was passed up to mankind. Now I will attempt to reach a world that no sage ever could. I will attempt to enact an idea that no mage has ever before conceived. Gee, like we haven't heard that before in every single villain plot ever. Just you watch, Marisperia Nemosphere. Watch as I achieve what you only dared dream of. He walks away. Oh god, this creep! Is that the Grand Duchess or what is that? I don't trust it. What is that? Nero, your eyesight for sore eyes. Alright, so I did the first section already, so we're just gonna read through it, and then we will be continuing on with the grinding and all of that. Gunshot! There we go. Damn, it's really getting bad out here. But I can still smell 3 of them. If I don't take them out now, I'll starve to death this winter for sure. Guess I'll just have to hang in there a little longer. Uh-oh. Damn! It's a clear shot! Damn it! You little... Ooh! Die! Die! Go to hell! Ooh. Damn it. What a waste. Damn. Now its brains are leaking out. Guess it's time to pack it in. Damn it, I'm so hungry. I really don't want to starve to death. Ugh. Ugh. Was that an earthquake? Was that one of the big guys? If it was, I guess I won't have to worry about starving to death. God damn it. It's so cold. It's never this cold. And I can't tell if the Oprichniki are listening or not, as usual. Looks like it's gonna be an especially harsh winter. On a different note, what the hell's up with that tree? Almost looks like a giant tower. In this version of history, demonic beasts have been present since the very beginning. Humanity here evolved along a particularly unique route in order to combat both the beasts and the perpetual blizzard that shrouded the land. In this world, there is nothing worse than weakness. To die is to admit defeat. Here, strength is justice, and justice, strength. It is a world of permafrost, where the notion of might makes right has been taken to its logical conclusion. And now, Ryuzaki and his companions are about to set foot in this alternate history. You gotta love prologue intros. Oh my god, I have a new room! Huh? Hello, little squirrel creature named Foe. Wonderful to see you again, my friend. Wait, hold on, just checking something really quick, guys. Alright, there we go. How we doing on battery? Oh, battery's doing fine. Foe? Morning, Foe. Foe! Foe, Foe! Huh? It's been a week since it all went down. I think I'm finally getting used to my room here. Wait, it's been a week? I thought they said it took place for 3 months. It's been a week since then. Foe? Foe? Good morning, Senpai. Hello, Kohai. Are you awake? Of course I am. Oh, good. Then I hope you don't mind if I come in. I brought you some breakfast. Of course, we still only have rations, and only enough for another 6 days, too. We've been living on rations for for a week? Damn. It's a lot better than nothing. Thanks, Mosh. We're still continuing our Zero sale. It's been about a week since we embarked. Fortunately, the enemy organization that took over Caldia doesn't seem to have followed us here. But I wish I knew how long this was going to continue. Time is one of the fundamentals of our universe. But time doesn't intrinsically have a past or a future. These are just axes we came up with to help us keep track of it. Oh god, this better not be some Doctor Who wibbly-wobbly timey-wimey stuff. As long as time goes on, a little shake-up before or after won't make any difference. But here in Void Space, time doesn't go on. We won't suffer the effects of age as long as we stay here, but we also don't know what will happen once we emerge into normal space. We might return at exactly the instant we left, or we might find that we've been gone for hundreds of years. I wouldn't be surprised if we just aged instantly as soon as we exit Void Space, like when Urashima Taro opened the Tamate Bako. That's unsettling. So we're not gonna surface? I'm saying that's unsettling because that is horrifying to think about. Jesus. Yes, it is. Still, Da Vinci says she's been working on correcting the disparity between us and the outside, so that won't happen. Maybe it would be best if you talk to her yourself, Senpai. Why don't we go to the cockpit? Faux! Faux just being faux. Good job, Faux. I must say, I was relieved to find out the Shadow Border's interior is more spacious than it looks from the outside. Oh my god, we are in a TARDIS! Da Vinci says she managed to give it twice as much room by warping its internal space. Da Vinci's a Time Lord! Da Vinci is a Time Lord confirmed! Thanks to that, we have just enough living facilities to cover the bare necessities. I do feel a little bad that all 4 staff members have to share one room, though. Dang. We only have 4 other staff members? Shit. Faux? Thank you for your concern, Faux. I have special needs as a demi-servant, so I'm staying in the treatment room by myself. Right, special needs. I can't even joke about that because it's actually true. As for the other private rooms... Oh, yes! Director Gordolph is staying in the captain's quarters. Yay, because he survived. I'm so happy that the fat ass that looks like the same maid from Apocrypha, I'm pretty sure it's the same maid from Apocrypha, survived. I'm utterly thrilled and filled with joy. Can you not hear the joy in my voice? Da Vinci has her capsule in the computer room, and Holmes seems to be sleeping in the workshop. Q-fu! We also have air conditioning, a storage room, and an armory, although the new director has prohibited us from going in there. And since we have 2 large cruisers worth of space, Da Vinci and Holmes were even able to make the cockpit/bridge several meters wide. Wait, he's the son of that maid from Apocrypha? God damn it. I still hate him just as much. Alright, let's head to the cockpit now. Alright, chat room, what's the consensus on this? How do you want me to voice Gordolph? Do we want to just go hefty? Or are we gonna just like plain old hefty, or we want to go Sean Connery-esque? Like a real stick in the mud. I need a consensus because I honestly do not have a character voice in mind for Gordolph. I need help. Okay, World War's saying Sean Connery. Anyone have any objections? Any objections going once? Any objections going twice? And sold to Sean Connery. Here we go. Enough of this nonsense, you flimsy excuse for a detective. Why do you insist on keeping us here? We must be in a safe zone by now. I've been waiting to do my Sherlock for so long. Oh, no! Wrong one. Wrong one. Log. Thank you. It is, as I have said, a more difficult question than you seem to realize. We must first discuss how we might even define a safe zone. For example, can we say that we are safe here in void space thanks to a lack of enemies in our vicinity? I am afraid the answer is a resounding no. For that matter, there are no enemies to be found in void space. Consequently, we need not concern ourselves with attempts at pursuit. No, what we must concern ourselves with is a threat far greater, one that quite literally surrounds us. In other words, my good music, the question is not one of when we should emerge, but of how. God, you mean it's not even possible for us to leave? How can you be so blasé about such a nightmarish prospect? It looks like Holmes and the new director are getting along nicely, Senpai. I'm almost sorry to interrupt them. Are you being rhetorical, Mosh? I don't think that's really them getting along. I think that's just Holmes putting up with Gordolph's shit. Good morning, everyone. Ryuzaki and Mosh Kieri Light reporting in for the latest status update. Good morning. Ah, good morning, you two. Have you already had breakfast? Yes, thank you. I had an Italian cuisine ration myself, and Senpai is just about to have his. Oh, so you lower-level employees are stuck with rations, eh? How sad. What? I had a plate of warm French toast and tea with extra milk myself. What? French toast and tea? How? Why? When? It is, of course, important to my role as captain. The captain needs a lot of calories to have enough energy to keep the crew together. If we run out of food, can we kill him? Please. He will not be missed. I swear. Who do you think you are, hogging all the halfway decent non-perishables for yourself? Nothing wrong with that. The quality of one's diet has a pronounced effect on one's mental state after all. Those who are unwilling to endure discomfort should make every effort to eat well on a daily basis. Besides, a hot cup of tea is a small price to pay if it helps eliminate the greatest source of disorder in our little community. Don't you agree, Mr. Mounier? Damn, even Holmes is pretty much nonchalantly saying that Gordolph's a pain in the ass. Well, I can't argue with that. Especially when the guy who's less willing to deal with discomfort than anyone is actually managing it. You mean me? Not to worry. I still have a store of my own little remedy to fall back on. Little remedy? If the time ever comes when I need to calm my nerves, it should do just the trick nicely. Why, I can keep going like this for a month. Wait. I have to turn down the volume for this. Holmes. Sherlock. Holmes boy. Are you talking about cocaine? Are you talking... Do you have a supply of cocaine on you? It's either cocaine or the strongest tobacco possible. Either way, Holmes. We gotta talk, bro. Later. Alright, let's bring the audio back. Oh, World War, absolutely. Like, even in the original novels, Sherlock Holmes was a drug user. Like he even put himself near death with drugs in order to solve a case. Oh, never mind how strong your willpower is. You still haven't answered my question, Holmes. You just told me it is that you refuse to emerge, but that we can't emerge. What do you mean by that? What did you mean by that? And remember, I have appointed you Caldea's new administrative advisor. What? You gave Holmes responsibility? Are you daft? How about you show a little gratitude for the appointment? Now, tell me exactly what is going on. I am not normally particularly concerned with titles, but I must say being an administrative advisor has been a novel experience. To be honest, I'm rather excited to be exercising my own untapped talents to meet this job's demands. How did that end up happening? Does Director Gordolph have a death wish or something? Well, he's already got Da Vinci serving as his technical advisor, right? He probably just appointed Holmes to administrative stuff because he doesn't have any other managers to help him right now. He just doesn't want to do work. I can hear you, you know! Now come on, Holmes, out with it. Are we going to survive, or aren't we? I am afraid survive is too broad a term for me to provide a satisfactory answer. But I can at least outline the possible results of our emergency. Strictly speaking, it's not that we cannot emerge. Rather, we have nowhere to emerge to. Yes, World War. Yes. All of that. At the present moment, we are voyaging across void space, a world existing on a negative vector, to put it another way. Thank you, water. So in order to return to reality, we need a connection to it. An anchor, if you will. Fortunately, anything should be able to serve as an anchor as long as it exists in reality. So as long as someone here has such a connection, we should be able to escape from this void space. However, we are unable to do so at this time, which means the world itself has been utterly wiped clean. Yeah. Unfortunately. Ah, man. That's ridiculous! What do you mean, wiped clean? That there's nothing left anywhere? I am certainly willing to admit that it was terrifying seeing those, meteoroids. I suppose they were falling to Earth while we were in Antarctica. Oh my god. How much in denial is he in? Given their size, the impacts must have been absolutely devastating. No doubt the destruction was many times worse than the Tunguska event. Terrible as that may be, there is simply no way that could have been a cataclysm capable of wiping every nation off the face of the Earth. And of course, let us not forget the clock tower. London's clock tower has been around for millennia. It is the greatest bastion of magecraft in existence, guarded by hundreds of defense mechanisms. There's no possible way it could be destroyed. Did he just not believe what happened with the Mist City? Damn. Fo. Translation? Master Ryuzaki, he's just dense as fuck. With all due respect, Gordolph, I am afraid the Majors Association in London has been destroyed as well. Every single nation. All destroyed, with the exception of those of us here. The entirety of humanity has been wiped from existence. Or at least, so Kishtaria Wodyne believes. Otherwise, he would never have made that proclamation. That's impossible! The world couldn't possibly be destroyed so easily. It couldn't be! Right? You all agree, don't you? Why are you all looking so glum? Stop that! Ryuzaki! Ryuzaki! You may be a cheeky little bastard, but I can tell you have sensibilities much more in line with my own. Go on then, you tell them! Tell them Holmes is making this all up, or wrong, or something! Gordolf, you need to face the facts. Huh? Don't tell me you're serious about this too. Aren't you like me? No. Never compare me to you. Die in a fire.
Foe! Get your hands off my master, foe.
Can't be. Then there really is nothing left at all on Earth? Not even my beloved Hawaii? Or the Monaco Grand Prix? Or the racetrack I always dreamed of visiting one day? The Suzuka Circuit? Really? Racing? We're focusing on racing, Gordolf? This is terrible. But then again... And don't call us bastards or we summon Herc on your ass. Yes. Let's feed him Hercules. Let's feed him to Hercules. No. We'll feed him to Saber Lion. He'll go the way of Lancer from Carnival Phantasm. This could be our chance to create a brand new organization for Magecraft from scratch. What do you all think? When life gives you lemons, right? Again, kill him. He will not be missed. And how would we do that when all the rest of humanity's been wiped out? But hey, if you want to make it an association of one, go nuts, old man. I am not old! I may have a year or two on you, but I'm still a dashing specimen in the prime of my youth! Dashing? Really? All that said, we do have one possible exit point. There is something on Earth to which we both have a connection, and that has a solid chance of existing. The Oprichniki, the black-garbed army that attacked Chaldea. We know of them, and they know of us. And that makes an almost complete connection between our two groups. If we were to emerge now, we would most likely do wherever they currently are. You mean... we'd end up at their HQ? I see. Right into the heart of the enemy territory, eh? That would certainly be extremely dangerous. Yes, it would. But we can't stay here in void space forever. The Shadow Borders reserves are running low. We're almost out of food, water, and power. Indeed. We will need to emerge soon, no matter what. But I would like to do so at the best possible time. Fortunately, we have the Paper Moon, a compass capable of measuring standard space and void space simultaneously. We have been using it all this time to look for a comparatively safe location wherever we emerge, which is to say an area devoid of hostiles. Isn't that right, Da Vinci? I take it you're about done now. Da Vinci. Needed a big gulp of water because this is gonna destroy my voice.
Good morning, everyone! It's me, Da Vinci. No need to fill me in. I've been listening along the whole time.
Let me know if I should stop, chat room. Just let me know. I can absolutely stop and just read this one just normally.
In fact, whenever I'm acting as the computer's bio unit, I can see everything that happens inside the Shadow Border. So don't go thinking you can keep secrets from me, Gordolf. The same goes for you too, Holmes.
Da Vinci, please tell me that you cannot sense us when we go to the bathroom, because then I have to call you out for perversion. Yeah, it was so close to being full borderline Monokuma. I'm trying my best not to go Monokuma.
Now then, I've already got my eye on an area crawling with a Prichniki. I've also gone ahead and plotted a course to emerge there. As luck would have it, we're even nearing a current that should do the trick nicely. If we head that way now, we could hitch a ride and be carried along the course in about 5 minutes. If we miss this wave, we'll have to wait 10 days for the next one. By that time, the shadow border will be almost completely out of power. So, what I'm getting at is...
If we're gonna emerge, it's now or never?
You got it! That's what I like to hear, Ryuzaki. Make sure to stop by and thank me for being so amazing later.
Only if you come home, Da Vinci. Both your original version and your writer version.
Incidentally, according to the paper Moon, this wave will bring us back to standard space approximately 90 days after we left.
Oh, okay. Alright, I see. That's what it came in. We're basically outside time and space. That makes sense.
So, that means we'll be emerging around early April in the year 2020. Man, we really lucked out. One wrong move, and we could have ended up on a wave that would have taken us there 100 years later. If we'd emerge into standard space then, it'd probably be way too late to do anything.
I just need that writer version. I already have her OG version. World War, I am so jealous. I am so jealous. Slow down! Slow down! You mean a few days difference can affect our exit time that much? Is that normal for zero-sail travel? If we emerged 100 years later, the music residence will be no more than a ruin! You can't do that! That's my house! Notice how much quicker he is to grasp stuff when it affects him directly. Indeed. Try to remember that everything on Earth has already been destroyed. Now then, it seems we are faced with a decision. The perfect wave on which we can ride to enter reality is nearly upon us. Are you all prepared to take it? There is no telling what the world will look like when we get there. All we can say for certain at this point is that we will be emerging on the Oprichniki's home turf. We are very likely to be attacked the moment we appear. Even so, we'll just have to take that chance. What are you, some sort of adventure-crazed nut? Have you not seen my adventures through all the other singularities?
Huh? What was that, Mr. Mounier?
I don't know. We collided with something and now the left screw is shut down. Oh god. Not alarm bells again. We found the void space's border wall. The collision has damaged our armor. Part of the logic formula is missing. What did you say? The armor's been damaged? Why did you impoverished fools use such cheap materials? If I still had my fortune, money would have been no object. He must have spent all his money acquiring Chaldea. Holmes is like, I honestly don't care for your shit.
Huh. Well, this certainly isn't good. We can't maintain the vehicle's balance anymore. Looks like this is all for our maiden zero sail. At least we should still be able to raise the bow and re-enter standard space. But after that, I think we'll need to step outside to make repairs.
You rolled her during the first Any Servant? It's kind of funny because the first time I did that, I got Musashi. So, yeah, I guess fair is fair. Holmes. Quite so. Given the circumstances, our hands are tied. This is indeed the end for our maiden zero sail. All hands, prepare to emerge.
All done talking? Then let's go catch ourselves a wave.
I didn't agree to that. Wait, let me get my seatbelt on. All hands, take your seats. You are not to get incapacitated under any circumstances. That goes for you too, Ryuzaki. Oh, so he can care about us when it actually works for it. As long as you're strapped in, you won't suffer any serious injuries. Trust me, I speak from experience. After all, I'm a race nut after all.
Activating Paper Moon. Initiating Planet Navigational Chart ± Convergence. Commencing Shadow Borders docking sequence into Reality Boundary. Firing Existence Verification Tether into Reality Space. Oprichniki, Anchor Point confirmed.
What's gonna happen? Nobody knows. Nobody can even guess. So we must be prepared for anything. The only way we will learn what awaits us when we emerge is to see it for ourselves.
Emerging from Void Space. 30 seconds until arrival in Reality Space. Zero sail compete. Emerging into Reality Space.
A little more stylish than a race shift, I must admit. Lostbelt number 1. The Permafrost Empire. Anastasia. The Grand Duchess of the Beast Nation. And like I said before, I did the first chapter section off stream, so this is just going to be dialogue for right now.
Reality Space Anchor attached. Reality verification complete. Establishing Shadow Borders existence. Zero sail return successful.
I say, I'm alive. I'm alive! My limbs have never felt so solid. It feels like I've gained several kilograms since we were in void space.
Attention! An armor plate came loose during re-entry. Further zero sails currently impossible. Please replenish materials and food supplies and perform regular repairs and tune-ups on the Shadow Border to ensure future safe travels.
I'm pretty sure the PA system is Da Vinci's voice, but I can't maintain that voice for too long. I see. It's a wonder the Shadow Border held up this well, given the less than ideal circumstances in which we... We did it! We're back on Earth! We can go outside! Fresh air at last! You gained weight because you ate the good shit. Yeah, I know. He ate all the French toast. I am mad at this.
I know! I wonder what it's like outside now! We're not bombing around, so we're probably on land.
Quit shoving! I know how you feel, but I can't unlock the door until you settle down! Let's see, first we release this bolt. Well now. Well now. I suppose I ought to have expected this. Who wouldn't be curious about the state of the world now, given the circumstances? It is, after all, our home. We have fought so hard to protect it. The miracle of our return from such a perilous voyage no doubt pales in comparison. Indeed, I would have expected nothing less from Chaldea's staff, though I must say it's a tad too dazzling for me to view directly.
Everyone's rushing toward the cockpit's emergency exit. Are you sure you don't want to join them, Senpai?
You better believe I'm gonna go check it out right away. Not you too, Ryuzaki! Damn it, what about me? Is it okay if I leave the monitor for a little, Holmes? I want to see what it's like out there. I want to see what it's like out there with my own two eyes. I'm sorry, Mr. Mounier. But someone has to stay here and whoa, what? I am sorry, Mr. Mounier. But someone has to stay here and keep an eye on the monitor. After all, I too have been waiting with bated breath to see what lies on the other side of that door. Oh, is that so? Fine. What do I care? Fine. What do I care? I'm just a sad, fat, lonely geek anyway. Mounier always gets the shaft, so why should things change now? Damn. You know, the more he says that, the more I realize pretty much how much shit he got placed on him during the beginning of Agartha.
The emergency exit is opening! Senpai, we're finally gonna have some natural light. Light?
Oh god, it's Wisconsin in the winter. It's freezing! How very cold it is. My coat is frosting over. Quick, close the door. Yes, sir. Yeah, lonely geek that likes traps. I mean, in the end, though, aren't we all sort of like that? Let's be honest.
Man, that was a close one. Good thing I cranked up the heat. Is everyone okay? You should know better than to just open the door the moment we stop in some strange part of the world. I trust you've all learned your lesson, yes? No more going outside after a zero sale until we finish checking the conditions around the anchor point. Failing to follow that protocol could be hazardous to your health. Now, are you all ready to hear my report?
Yes, we're sorry for disappointing you, Da Vinci.
Yes, I'm terribly sorry for acting carelessly. So, what's going on with that blizzard? It's a perfectly ordinary blizzard, just like the ones we're all well acquainted with by this point. There's no atmospheric pollution and no hostiles in the area. Presently, the shadow border is smack dab in the middle of the blizzard. The odd bit is that it's 100 degrees below zero out there. So if you plan to go outside and want to live more than a couple of minutes, you'll need some serious cold protection. And if that wasn't enough, take a look at this footage.
Okay. What is this? Is that an aurora and a storm? It looks like a massive supercell. How am I supposed to figure out the scale here with no frame of reference? It does look like it's rather big, but...
Oh, it's big, all right. Ready to have your minds blown? This storm is literally endless. It covers every inch of Russia, like a wall around the entire world. And the aurora blocks all kinds of electromagnetic waves, so it's completely impossible to break through. I can tell some of you want to write it off as just a storm, but you really shouldn't. This storm can tear steel apart, level entire cities, even destroy the world as we know it. No wonder people thought of it as a god during the Age of Gods. Remember, storms are the single most powerful source of naturally produced energy on the planet. And one this massive is bound to be raging around with all the energy of a nuclear bomb. It stretches as far as the eye can see.
Indeed, the end is near, World War. Indeed.
Humanity has yet to invent anything in the way of a vehicle capable of breaking through a storm like this. Nothing could get through this storm. No vehicles, no weapons, nothing. Which means
that even once we get the shadow border up and running, we won't be able to leave this place. In short, we are trapped in a world about which we know nothing. Now, Gordolf, at least we are no longer in any immediate danger. For that matter, the zero sale was incredibly dangerous in its own right, since it inverted our very existence into the negative zone. I believe it would benefit our chances of survival tremendously if we were to regroup here. Well, it is certainly an emergency, and we do need to regroup. Da Vinci, does the shadow border possess the ability to camouflage itself?
of course it does. This vehicle's designed to handle the void. It's got tons of features. In fact, it has optical and conceptual camouflage. It messes with all the observer's perceptions and senses.
Then for the moment, we needn't worry about danger finding us from the outside. That, of course, does not account for possible problems from the inside. And we're all looking at you, Gordolf. All looking at you. Why do we only have one blanket per person? And why are you being so stingy with the heat? Don't you realize it's getting colder in here by the minute? Do you want us to freeze to death?
What other choice do we have, Gordolf? We got to save all the power we can right now. Deal with it.
Don't make Loli Da Vinci smack you in the head with her staff. Because I will let her do it. I will let her do it, and I will laugh my ass off while it happens.
And besides, the way things are going, we'll probably starve to death before we freeze to death, since I don't see us finding more food in this mess.
Hey, if it comes to that, I bet the new director outlives us all. So, we don't have anything left to eat?
Don't worry, we still have a little bit left. I'm just saying we need to find more food, and soon.
Indeed. Food is but one of several problems we face. Let us take stock of our current situation. We could always open his stomach. Oh my god, yes, let's turn Gordolf into a damn tauntaun. We're doing this. I've got a reading on the temperature out there. It's exactly what Technical Advisor Da Vinci said it was. 100 degrees below zero. No human being could survive in this. As for our position, it looks like we're somewhere in Russia. Russia. Damn. So Holmes was right. We've literally fallen right into the Oprichniki's laps. But, hang on, how is that possible? I knew we were adrift from some time, but how could we reach Russia from Antarctica? We would have to sail halfway across the world for that to happen. Did void space make that possible?
More or less. In a void space, real-world distances have no meaning. Instead, the distance we can travel corresponds exactly to the time it takes to calculate coordinates and verify our existence.
So, it's literally the Fate universe's version of a TARDIS. I love it. 10 out of 10. Thank you. I'll take 5. 1 for me, 1 for Yusei, 1 for Baby Dove, 1 for Hana, and then we'll raffle off the 5th one.
Now, let's take a look at the paper moon. That's a 2-dimensional world map. I can see 7 locations that seem to be layered differently than the rest of the map.
So they are. I didn't notice at first since the thing loops around on itself, but you're right. It reminds me of the 7 singularities that caused the incineration of humanity. Though, of course, the current circumstances differ substantially. The 7 singularities existed at different points in time, a vertical axis. But in this time period, these 7 abnormal regions exist simultaneously. And Russia, where we are now, is one such region. Are they singularities? It's too early to tell. Given what Kirshtaria said during his transmission, I believe these regions are not the past, but... So cold. But I finished looking over the shadow border.
Nice work. You must have been freezing even in just a few short minutes you were out there. So, how's my baby holding up?
Well, frankly, it won't be possible to make repairs. For starters, we don't have a logic formula to let us withstand void space, nor do we have the armor plating we would need to carve the formula into. And, well, the engine's not in great shape after we overtaxed it. We'll need at least a little time to get it back up and running. Ugh. It's so cold. But at least it's not as bad now. It should warm up a little once it gets to midday. As long as we avoid working at night, we should be able to get by with just our snowsuits.
Glad to hear it. Make sure you grab a hot shower before you catch cold or anything. This is the one time you'll get to rest up as much as you want. In fact, maybe you'd prefer a hot bath?
No, thank you. A hot towel will do. We really have to conserve electricity now, after all. Bless the staff. Bless the staff. The staff is cutting corners to make ends meet. Gordolf. Good. Let us take matters one problem at a time. At the moment, our most pressing concern is this Singularity-esque location. I trust our new director has no issue with us investigating this land and correcting the problem. New director? No, not at all. As a devoted magecraft I can do words. As a devoted magecraft practitioner myself, I cannot turn a blind eye to this matter. If there is a singularity to be corrected, we must do so simply as a matter of course. Furthermore, the Shadowborder's armor is damaged and we are unable to move from our current location. In which case, one of us must venture out and find someone with whom we can barter or negotiate, and arrange for a suitable replacement for our missing armor plate. And fix the singularity while they're at it. God damn you, Holmes. I love you, but I hate you. I'll go. Yes. You are the only one here with nothing better to do. You may not currently have any servants capable of aiding you in battle, but you are still a master. Furthermore, you are far and away the most experienced fighter out of everyone here. At this point, you are the only one we can send to investigate this area. It will be extremely dangerous. As the administrative advisor, I'm ashamed I must ask this of you. Then show concern, Holmes!
Then, will you be escorting Senpai as his bodyguard, Holmes?
Naturally, I will do so to the best of my ability. Field work is, of course, one of my many specialties. Now, regarding your mystic code... Wait! That won't do at all!
Director Gordolf?
Holmes, you're one of our precious few fighters. As the only servant capable of handling the situation, I forbid you from leaving this vehicle. Oh my god. This armored car is the last bastion of humanity itself. There must be a combat-ready servant here to defend it. So you are to stay here and do exactly that, Holmes. Understood? That is a direct order from your commander.
Oh? If it's just a servant you need, there's another one right here, you know. Or have you already forgotten about me and my genius?
You're not really a servant. You're just an imitation who's lost any combat ability you may have once had. That's below the belt, Gordolf. That is below the belt. Da Vinci, smack him upside the head. Holmes is the only real fighter we have, and we can't afford to send him out into a dangerous area we still know nothing about. Ryuzaki, during our investigation, you adamantly refused to cooperate with us, correct? Each and every time we asked you if a certain report was all made up and insisted that you lot never actually saved the world, all you said was, Chaldea fulfilled its mission admirably. Someone send Dove to kick him in the... Yes! Yes! Is Dove here? Someone find Dove. Someone find my good friend Baby Dove to kick him in the nuts. Huh, not bad for a youngster like yourself. Indeed, I commend your attitude. As such, I see no problem whatsoever with my plan. You're a proven warrior, as you demonstrated by repairing the past singularities. What sort of director would I be if I didn't trust a proven master? A poor excuse for one, that's what. And so I am placing my implicit trust in you. So listen up. You are to go on this expedition alone. The rest of us will relay instructions to you from this operations room. Alone? Really?
What? You can't make Senpai handle this alone.
Does that mean you are withdrawing the testimony you provided to the inquiry board? Is this really the time, Gordolf? Oh my god. I'm gonna kill him. Were your claims that Chaldea had not been sitting around merely twiddling its thumb for the last year no more than lies? Can we trade him for Olga Marie, please? I miss Olga Marie. Please? Pretty much, yeah. He's sending us to die. I'll go. Of course I'll go. Indeed. Both Mr. Ryuzaki and the new director are correct. The Shadow Border's destruction would mean the end of humanity itself. It is indeed important that we investigate this area, but we must concentrate the bulk of our efforts on keeping the Shadow Border and the Paper Moon safe. Therefore, I will remain to guard the Shadow Border, and do whatever I can to aid the expedition from here. All that said, the fact remains that it would also be reckless to send Mr. Ryuzaki out on his own. No shit! It is 100 degrees below zero outside, and there is no telling what else may be lying in wait. I know that! I won't be sending him off without a buddy. Let's see. What if you called me an old man? What was his name again? Saute? Piccata? No. Oh, crap. I'm just gonna keep my mouth shut. That's it. Mounier! Mounier! Get your armaments in order. You will be joining Ryuzaki on his expedition. I knew it! Why me? Indeed, no shit, Sherlock. You're an operator. Your job is to man the controls and keep an eye on the monitors. Now that the border is parked, this is simply the best way for you to make yourself useful. Besides, if worse comes to worse, I know someone who can fill in as the driver. Da Vinci, do not let this fat ass get his hand on the controls. I mean, you're not wrong, but... Damn it. Guess I've got no choice.
Wait! I'll go with Senpai. I believe that would be the best option available. For one thing, I have even fewer ways to be useful here than Mr. Mounier does. And I can also fight for brief periods, just like I did at Chaldea.
I don't know. I am afraid that is a course of action I cannot support. What about you, Da Vinci?
I hate to say it, but I do think Ryuzaki will need a companion. And Mosh is an old hand when it comes to investigating unexplored areas by now. As long as she agrees not to engage in combat as a servant unless absolutely necessary and to focus solely on providing support. She's the best partner Ryuzaki could ask for. It's not my place to try to stop her.
Hey, Mosh?
Yes, Senpai?
Let's go explore this new place together.
Of course, Master. I'd be happy to accompany you on this expedition. Good, good. Fortunately, I expected something like this might happen one day. So, I suppose this is as good a time as any to show you the Mysticode I made for exploring polar regions. Here you go, Ryuzaki. And Mosh, here's a snowsuit I made just for you.
Excellent. Then be off with you. And whatever you do, do not throw your lives away, understand? If you must die, make sure that you find a valuable lead before you do so.
Seriously? You really need to work on your goodbyes.
What was wrong with that? I thought it was quite the encouraging speech. No! No, it was not!
Wow, you are serious. You're a noble through and through, aren't you? I'm amazed you managed to survive this long without dying in solitude. Did you just luck out and get a really good maid or something?
I'll have you know, I never experienced solitude once in all my life. My tutor, Tuel the Fourth, was so strict she would barely leave me alone. What an impudent little familiar. If only you acted as cute as you look. Dove, I need you. Baby Dove, I need you. Never. David, why? David, no. David, why you do this? Why must you say this? Alright, moving on. There we go. It can't hurt to wear a snowsuit over your Arctic Mystic coat. Not that it's likely to do much good when it's a freaking 100 degrees below zero out there. Whoa, what happened? Come on, screen. Let's calm down. There we go. My screen's going haywire, you guys. Listen, I know what Gordolf said, but make sure you don't go taking any unnecessary risks. Just take it easy and focus on staying alive first and foremost. It'd be a hell of a waste if I died now, after all. Right? There's all sorts of fun things out there just waiting for you to experience. I knew you had potential, Ryuzaki. Once this is all taken care of, you'll have to come check out my hometown sometime. You haven't lived until you've seen France, you know. Oh, and Mosh, I don't want you overdoing it either, got it? I know that you really helped us out back at Kalia. But the fact is, you've got serious limits as a demi-servant. So, if you encounter any hostiles, you just focus on keeping your distance. But just too soon, David, too soon. All the more so if Ryuzaki's in a tight spot. Whatever it takes, you two better make it back here alive. Yes, Mom, we will.
We will. Thank you, Mr. Mounier.
Oh, and Ryuzaki, you take this. This is... Listen up. We're going to investigate the surrounding area first. Once we find something of interest, we'll let you know and tell you where to go. If you can manage to secure a ley line, you should be able to summon servants again. As for power, you'll just have to make do somehow. Maybe take advantage of a natural phenomenon.
A natural phenomenon?
No, we're not turning Da Vinci into an Iran car. I refuse to let that happen. I bet Da Vinci and Holmes will figure something out. You're the one who took care of all those singularities. I don't have to tell you what an accomplishment that is. You've met at least one or two servants who are crazy enough to answer a summon no matter the circumstance. So as long as you can get the bare minimum of energy into the Spirit Origin Graft, you ought to be able to summon at least one servant. You probably won't be able to get a really strong one, though. Our magical energy supply here doesn't hold a candle to Caldea's. But even so, any heroic spirit you can get to help you would be a godsend at this point. So do what you gotta do to make this happen. We summon Paul Bunyan. Got it. Honestly, I have no idea what's coming. The doctor is gone, and so's more than half our staff. I never thought things could get even worse than they were back in Orleans. But here we are, and just like back then, you're our only hope. Ryuzaki, good luck. You can count on me. I know we can. Oh, and if it's not asking too much, try to find some fish. Do that and I'll treat you to some of the best home cooking you've ever had. Better than Emiya's?
I'm all set too, Master.
Mosh, you are adorable. You are adorable in that coat.
Let's go.
Oh, wrong car number 3, Leonardo da Vinci. Damn. Man, what a blizzard.
Foe!
Foe, why are you with us? I don't want you freezing to death.
Foe? Are you gonna be okay in this cold?
He's burrowed into my coat.
Foe! It is very warm inside of here, Foe. Don't make me go outside, please. I want to stay snug and cozy. Testing. Hello? Can you guys hear me? You can? Great! Looks like we've got the comms working. Not sure what kind of range we'll get in this storm, though. Now then, the first order of business will be to look for a ley line. Here's what I'm thinking. Start by heading north, then turn east. If you still haven't found a ley line after a while, then you can continue west. Once that's done, come back to the shadow border before you check out the south. What do you think of that? Any thoughts to share? Am I doing a better job than, me?
You're the same dependable Da Vinci you always were, and I love you.
Great! Glad to hear it. Alright, I'll be checking in every 5 minutes, so if you stop hearing from me, that's your cue to turn around and head back. Got that, you two?
Got it.
Understood, Da Vinci.
Oh, and let me be clear about one more thing. If you encounter any locals, leave the negotiations to us. Even over comms, I can cast a simple charm spell to win over any ordinary person you run into. Charm spell. Really? I don't like the way you said charm spell, but okay, I will follow that advice right now. Maybe we should only use that as a last resort, Director. Charm spells do work quickly, but their effects also wear off rapidly as well. There would be no way of knowing when on when... There would be no knowing of when... Ooh, sorry. There would be no way of knowing when our unwitting collaborator might return to their senses. As such, I believe it would be both safer and wiser for you to employ your natural charms here. Should we encounter any locals, I believe the best thing to do would be for Mr. Ryuzaki to initiate the negotiations. Once both parties have reached a mutual understanding, we can then have them come to the border. I see. Indeed, my own natural charisma would be the surest way to succeed. Natural charisma, you say? Very well. We shall use your plan, then. Da Vinci, is there any pomade to be found in this cart? Pomade? I'll need to make sure my hair is perfect for the occasion. First impressions are everything, after all. Oh my god. Useless!
Sure, I can whip something up that'll do the trick. Damn, Holmes, you played him like a fiddle.
Well, I am the world's greatest detective. Besides, I wasn't being entirely untruthful. Gordov does have a certain dignity, the sort that comes from being raised in a distinguished noble family. And that is something that Mr. Ryuzaki can and should do without. Thank you for looking out for me, Holmes. Love you, boy.
Okay, Master. Let's start heading north.
Maybe we should lay down stakes and rope.
This blizzard really does go as far as the eye can see. It seems like the temperature has dropped even lower since we left.
Yeah, it's really cold.
Only cold, eh? You have my amazing Mystic Code to thank for that. The temperature you're experiencing right now can freeze hot water or turn a banana hard enough to use as a hammer.
Why would I use a banana as a hammer? Just why, Da Vinci?
Okay, that's enough for heading north. Now we'll try going east. Understood. Okay, Master, let's head east.
Heading east.
Master, take a look at that!
All I can see is snow.
doesn't look like the bands of light we saw in the singularities. What could it be? A skyscraper? A tower?
Maybe it's a tree.
Whatever it is, it's certainly enormous.
Oh shit. Run!
What was that noise? Da Vinci? Yep, I'm detecting a hostile from here. Looks like a low rank of phantasmal. Maybe a demonic beast? It's just one of them, but it's headed your way from the east, and it looks to be spoiling for a fight.
Got it. Let's get out of here, Mosh.
Yes, Master. Let's head south. Fool! What was it that roar?
I'm picking up new hostiles at Ryuzaki's 12 and 9 o'clock. And another one at 6. They're surrounded. Huh? God, now there's 6 more. That cry earlier must have singled others. They just keep coming. So they know how to surround their prey. These creatures would appear to understand how to hunt. Which means there is an established ecosystem even in this frigid world. But that is a matter for later. Mr. Ryuzaki, Da Vinci, I'm sorry to ask you to break the rules right off the bat. Miss Geekery Light, I trust you know what to do. Make your way through the demonic beast to the south and return here at once. Wait, what's gonna happen if you lead a huge pack of demonic beasts here? Remember, the Shadow Border is the very last bastion of humanity. Mosh Geekery Light Henshin!
At any rate, I'll find the weakest link in their formation and try to break through.
Mosh, I'm sorry, you must be freezing.
Master, your orders, please.
Alright, just don't push yourself too hard.
Yes, Master.
That's when the fight happens. Come on, Mosh, follow me.
Yes, Master. We need to make our escape while we can. Ah!
Shit. Kamen Rider Mosh, yes. Mosh? A gun? A rifle. In point of fact, judging by the sound. One wielded, it would seem, by a skilled marksman, considering they incapacitated the beast with a single shot to the head. Well done. Take this! Are you guys nuts? What were you thinking, running right into the middle of a Kree-shot pack?
Huh?
What the heck are you? Hello, wolf-faced person. I'm guessing you guys came from the capital looking for something to eat, but you're not going to have much more luck out here in the boonies with... What the... A wolf? A werewolf? What the hell are you guys? Why's your skin so smooth?
Well, wait! Please, wait!
We just want to talk, please, calm down. Wait a second. Are you guys mages?
Huh?
Damn it. Come on, follow me. Kree-shot are cowards, but if you stick around too long, they'll call more friends and overwhelm you. We encountered a wolf person. No. Let's not jump to conclusions, World War. No need to jump to conclusions yet.
He just heft that huge demonic beast like it was nothing.
Come on, move it! Let's go along with him, Mosh.
Right, I'll bring up the rear, Master.
Damn it, the Kree-shot are restless today. What did you guys do to get them so worked up? I don't know. Come on, keep moving. Otherwise, the Kree-shot will have you for dinner. Unless their noise attracts Diavoltron first.
I'm sorry, what's a Diavoltron?
A giant serpent with multiple heads that can wipe out an entire village easy as you like. Don't you guys know anything? No. No, we do not. We have a lot to tell you, dude. Okay. We're here. What the? Damn it. Damn it. The Oprichniki are on patrol. I'll collect my kill as taxes. Damn. Listen up. Don't let any other Yaga see you. Yaga? The hell's a Yaga? They're always looking for more sacrifices for the Oprichniki.
Oprichniki?
Oh crap, oh crap! Huh? What's with you guys? Ah, I see how it is. The Oprichniki are after you guys? Come with me. Any enemy of the Oprichniki is a friend of mine. I think I can help you out, if you have something to offer in return.
Master?
Well, let's ask for his help. You Colden have less pride than I thought. Well, whatever. Let's just take it nice and easy. Hey, if it isn't Patsy. Try to stay out of sight. Huh? Do you smell that weird scent too? Is it coming from those two? It's coming from this demonic beast, obviously. Didn't bleed it out properly. No leisure for the poor, huh? You sure you're gonna make it through the winter like this? Guess you're not worried about yourself, huh? Nope, I've got plenty stored away. If you ever find yourself running low on food, how about I sell you some on the cheap? But you will have to tell me where your best hunting grounds are. I'll think about it. See you around. Hey, your little friends there wouldn't be with the rebel army, would they? Because if they are, you know I've got to report them to the Oprichniki. Tsar's decree and all. If these guys turn out to be with the rebel army, I'm gonna tell the Oprichniki you and I are the best of friends. Come on, cut that out. We're not friends. We barely know each other. You sure about that? Because we've been having a good long talk for a while now. Can't you feel everyone else watching us? Damn it. Alright, let's hurry up and get to my house before anyone else comes sniffing around. Of course everyone's a snitch. It's almost as bad as being a snitch in prison. Good. The Oprichniki still don't know you're here. Thank you so much. Don't need your thanks. Just give me something as compensation. It's all about bartering, right?
Something, huh? What should we do, Senpai?
Would information suffice? Would information suffice? Ah! What the hell is that? Magecraft-based communication. Since you realized those two are mages, I assumed your kind would possess a deep knowledge of magecraft. But, judging from your response, it appears that your kind have only ever heard of magecraft. Am I correct? Oh, so it's not actually real. I assure you it is. I am speaking to you in person, albeit from a great distance. Now, as I was saying, if we possess any information that may be of use to you, we are happy to provide it. Are in real-time FGO right now? Yeah. Basically this is in, the now of 2020, apparently, according to what Holmes said. Don't suppose you know of any good hunting grounds, do you? If the location of a Krishat nest would suffice, then yes, we have found a number of them. Krishat nests, huh? Nice. Those things are pushovers.
Pushovers? Those?
Well, yeah, you can actually kill them as long as you shoot them or hit them hard enough. Way better than the demonic beast who just won't die. Very well. I'm prepared to share the locations of these Krishat nests. So first, I would appreciate you telling us everything you know about this place. Whoa, wait. Introductions first. What's your name? My name, huh? They say that you ever tell a Koldun your name, you'll be cursed.
Excuse me, but what are these Koldun? I can tell you mean us, but beyond that...
It means mage. I've never seen one myself before, but there's a whole bunch of them in the Imperial family, right? Then again, Koldun or not, you don't seem like much of a threat. I doubt you could curse anyone if you tried. Well, I can think of a few servants that might. I can't curse anyone. Alright. My name's Pachi. Now who are you guys?
I'm Geekery Light.
Sherlock Holmes.
And I'm Ryuzaki.
Mosh, Sherlock, and Ryuzaki, huh? Alright. Now, what are you guys? If the Oprichniki are after you, does that mean you're with the Rebel Army?
Rebel Army? Hang on, we're not...
Where do I begin? Now, calm yourself, my dear. Now, calm yourself, my dear Watson. Allow me to do the explaining. Hey, Aaron, what's up, buddy? Glad you could join tonight. First, we have a few questions of our own. I don't think so. First, you need to answer my, what year is it right now? Huh?
Holmes is right. That's the first thing we need to confirm.
Just throwing it out there.
It is abnormally cold even for Russia. It can't possibly be the Russia we know. That could mean we're in a different time period, just like the singularities.
I don't know why you're asking such a stupid question, but fine. It's 2020. What about it? I see. What about that enormous storm? It appears to be nothing so much as a solid wall composed of incredibly powerful wind. Is that normal? Hell no, it's not. Been living here in Russia for 20 years and I've never seen anything like it before. Is it true what they say about the world getting closed off? It would seem that it is. As of right now, the only place we can confirm actually exists is Russia. We came here from beyond Russia to see if we can't do something about it. Beyond? You mean from outside Russia? I don't know what they're talking about. What could he mean outside Russia? There is nothing outside Russia. Any land people could have lived on should be long gone by now. I guess they could be from the boonies, but then again, they're not Yaga either. Maybe there really are other nations out there? Yes, there are other nations out there. And then the Fire Nation attacked and stood all that away. Alright, I can tell you got your own stuff you're dealing with. But I'm not gonna pry. I'm not looking for friends. So then, why is a bunch of outsiders like you on the outs with the Oprichniki? Unfortunately, your guess is as good as ours. We still don't even know what they really are. That being the case, we would tremendously appreciate if you could tell us. What are the Oprichniki? You're kidding me. How did you survive this long without knowing even that? The Oprichniki are brutal hunters. Ivan the Terrible's personal bodyguards.
Ivan the Terrible?
Wasn't he a Russian Tsar? Yes, he was. If you know that much, then more detailed explanations can wait.
Wait a moment. Pachi just told us that this is still the year 2020. If it is, why would Ivan the Terrible's bodyguards still be around?
Maybe he's a servant. Huh? A servant? You guys have some pretty bizarre questions. Ivan the Terrible's alive and well. He's been around for almost 500 years. He's the oldest Yaga of all. 500 years. Does he have the potion of youth? Because that would say a lot.
What?
I take it the Yaga are your kind. That's right. Jeez, you outsiders really don't know anything, do you? How the hell do you all survive this long being this ignorant? You've been living under a rock the last few hundred years or something? Then again, they do say this kind of ignorance is common for mages. He's not wrong in some cases. It's kinda true, we don't know much. So you really have been living under a rock all this time? Explains why you look like the old species. You do know about the Great Cold Wave that happened 450 years ago, right? The new ice age they say happened after a meteor struck the planet? Once that hit, Earth turned into an ice planet. It got so cold that the old species, the humans, couldn't survive here anymore. They say that none of the other countries were able to handle the cold, so their populations died out. But Russians have always dealt with the cold, so we had it better here. Even so, we still lost about 90% of our population. Hell, we nearly lost the whole damn country. So before that could happen, Ivan the Terrible and Mage developed a plan. We, the Yaga, are the result.
Huh. Does this mean that you're a mixture of a demonic beast and a human?
What the? Who are you? And why are you so tiny?
Oh, don't mind me. I'm just a passing genius, doing as geniuses do. So, the people of Russia were combined with demonic beasts via some kind of magecraft. Do I have that right?
Yeah, you got it in one. Not that I'd remember any of it myself, though. I've been a Yaga my whole life. This is my first time ever seeing the old human species. I see. That explains quite a lot. Thank you, Patchy. Now, who are you guys anyway? We're with Chaldea. Chaldea? An organization tasked with the preservation of humanity and saving the world. Now I have even more questions. Basically, we're here to save the world. Huh. Well, ain't that something? So are you like a bunch of idiots then? I understand how fantastical that must sound, but I assure you we are deadly serious. Well, whatever. Whatever nutty plan you guys got up your sleeve, if it'll shake things up around here, I'm all for it. After all, you're the first outsiders I've seen in my life. Anyway, I'll do you a favor and forget I ever heard your nonsense. Just hurry it up with the hunting grounds info. Very well, then. Show me a map and I will tell you where to go. You better not be pulling my tail about this. Alright, this is our town here. Aha. So this is Yaga Smolensk. And this city far up to the north must be Yaga Moscow. In that case... this spot here is one of the hunting grounds I discovered earlier. Just so you guys know, I may hate the Oprichniki, but I hate liars even more. Now stay put until I get back. Got it? We're not going anywhere. If those hunting grounds turn out to be a sham, I'll hunt you to the ends of the earth. I like him. He's nice.
Looks like he's gone to check out those hunting grounds. By the way, Holmes, can I pick your brain for a moment?
What is this place? Why have humans been combined with demonic beasts? That violates one of Magecraft's strictest taboos. Is this what all singularities are like? It would hardly be unusual for one. What is abundantly clear is that this is not our own history. Still.
What is it, Master?
Something seems different about this singularity. Regardless, we now know that the opponent you two must face is Ivan the Terrible. A version of him who has somehow managed to survive for approximately 500 years, strange as that may sound. The Oprichniki were indeed Ivan the Terrible's personal bodyguards. Now then, Goldulf, allow me to ask you something. Yes? What is it, Holmes? Are you certain the Oprichniki you defeated was not, in fact, human? Oh, yes, absolutely. He devolved into nothing once I socked him with a good golf punch. God damn it, Gordolf. Oh, yes, absolutely. He dissolved into nothing once I socked him with a good golf punch. From the look of it, I would guess he was a familiar of some sort. I concur. I too sensed nothing human about them during my own skirmishes. Originally, the Oprichniki were a corps of soldiers established by Ivan the Terrible himself. It is said they dressed completely in black, carrying around dog heads and whips made from bristling animal pelts, and only rode black horses. You could say they were the first Goths in human history. Oh, that was a burn by me, Sherlock Holmes. Their job was to eradicate the Tsar's enemies. It is said they would set upon their opponents like dogs, and clean them out as swiftly as a broom gathering dust. They swore absolute loyalty to the Tsar, and committed all manner of unspeakable atrocities in his name. But none of them became heroic spirits. As Gordolf surmised, they are familiars belonging to Ivan the Terrible. Did he make them with his noble phantasm? Those are certainly the two most likely possibilities. The terror the Oprichniki wrought swept throughout all of Russia, after all. It is quite possible that creating them could have become a skill or even a noble phantasm he possesses. We hit it right on the nose, chat room. And if the Oprichniki are still terrorizing all of Russia...
Does that mean Ivan the Terrible is the servant responsible for the attack on Chaldea? Oh, right, he isn't a servant. He's flesh and blood, just like Nero was.
Nonetheless, we have far too few options available to us at this point. As such, our first order of business should be securing a ley line.
Well, as luck would have it, I detected something that looked an awful lot like a ley line back when Rash and Ryuzaki were making their escape with Pachi. Unfortunately, it is quite a ways away from your current position. It'd be extremely risky for the two of you to head there alone.
Well, then just have that third freak take you there. There has to be something in it for Pachi. We don't have time to think about what that thing may stand to gain. Oh, great. Gordolf's racist, too. Here we go. Do you have any redeeming factors, Gordolf? Any? Like, you gotta work with me on something here, man! The moment these creatures combine themselves with demonic beasts, they cease to be human.
Either way, we should wait for Pachi to come back. We may not be able to convince him to take us, but maybe he'll at least tell us about a safe path.
Looks like I found myself a real bunch of weirdos. I'd only ever heard about the old species in legends. Seeing how weak they are in person, it's a wonder they survived as long as they did. I guess technically they're our ancestors. Maybe that's why I never thought to eat them. I can always leave them to fend for themselves if they don't have anything to offer. But it looks like they know a whole bunch of good hunting grounds. And more than anything, they're new. I've never seen anything like them before in my life. Most Yaga wouldn't be comfortable with that, but oddly enough, it doesn't bother me at all. I know it's things like that that put me at odds with the other Yaga. Oftentimes I'll find myself thinking, asking myself questions like, why do we have to be strong? Why is it wrong to be weak? And why? Why are we always starving for something, never feeling satisfied? Whenever anyone hears me, they just laugh. They tell me I'm a fool and ask why would I waste my time thinking about meaningless crap. I know it's meaningless just as much as anyone. I wish I could stop myself from thinking about these things too, but...
Pachi! Hey, Pachi!
What is it?
Are you going hunting?
So what if I am?
Sorry, but Those hunting grounds belong to the town.
Why do you think I only hunt the strays?
Those stray demonic beasts belong to the town, too. Not that any are straying off anyway, since that spot's been closed down.
Is that so? Fine, I'll just have to find somewhere else to hunt, won't I? I glared at the jackass as I turned around and headed off in the opposite direction from the sealed-off hunting grounds. It's not just him. All the other Yaga are all keeping their eyes on me too, making sure I don't go messing up their territory. Some demonic beasts are easier to hunt than others. The Krishat tend to be on the harder side. The Krishat keep tending to be on the harder side, since they'll keep calling in reinforcements until you're overwhelmed. But there are some places it's manageable. Like, say, a ravine that leads to a dead end. Somewhere the other Krishat can't hear their pack mates cry for help. Yaga have taken advantage of that and set up hunting grounds that make it easier to harvest demonic beasts.
Well, at least this new species is certainly effective.
May not compare to what I hear the old times were like, when they used to breed enough domesticated beasts on farms for everyone to eat. But nowadays, hunting grounds like that, where you can hunt in safety and rest easy knowing the beasts will multiply again over time, are lifelines for us. Which is why it only takes getting labeled as a weakling once for everything to go south. It doesn't take long for a Yaga to die if we don't get enough to eat. And this town is ruthless about seeing the runt of the litter cut loose. The whole town makes it a point to eliminate nearby villages, curry favor with the Tsar, and kowtow to the Oprichniki. My voice is really starting to hurt.
Need more water. I may need to take a break after this section in order to get some more water.
They know about the Yaga's ironclad law, that only the strong may eat, and maliciously use it against us. I know I'm skating on thin ice myself, but there's nothing I can do about it. I can't defy the Tsar. I've got no choice but to run from the Oprichniki. But if these humans I've met really are mages, and they really do end up saving the world, maybe that'll help this constant ache in my chest go away. Even a little. Of course, I still don't know if I can even trust them.
Couple gunshots later?
Well, I'll be damned. I can't remember the last time I killed this many. With a haul like this, I could still scrape by even after they pick me clean for taxes.
Pachi!
What is it?
You're looking flush today, aren't you?
This is about my taxes, right? Here, take it.
Yep, that takes care of you, but what about your mother's taxes? Hey, it's no fur off my snout. Your old lady's not pulling her weight anymore anyway. And you know as well as I do that this town doesn't need any Yaga who can't hunt. Honestly, I don't even know why you bother paying her share. It doesn't make a damn lick of sense.
None of your business. Here, that's my mother's share. This town has no use for my mother anymore. She's well aware of that, so all she does now is wait around to die. Waiting for the time when she finally starves to death.
Who is it?
Here's some meat. I'll just leave it here.
Oh, thank you. I don't know how I can repay you.
Don't worry about it.
My husband and son will be home soon. Why don't you stay and eat with us?
No thanks. She doesn't even recognize my face anymore. They say it happens a lot once a Yaga gets up there in years. They say their memories get fuzzy, so they start clinging to them more and more until they end up living the rest of their lives in a fantasy world.
That is beyond depressing. Pachi, I'm sorry.
There's no point in keeping my mom alive anymore. I should just let her die and become one with the earth. It's not like she'll be any help to me while she's still kicking. Yeah. Big oof, Maki. Only the strong have a right to eat. And she hasn't been strong for a long time. So then, why do I keep helping her like this? I'm back. Your info was good. Brought in my biggest haul in ages. Hard to believe there was that good a hunting spot right near the town that nobody ever noticed before. Thanks to your tip, I still got a bunch left over even after paying my taxes. Though I did get a few snide remarks about my haul. Snide remarks? It's a long story. Never mind that. What other hunting grounds have you got for me? Hurry up and tell me so I can go check it out. Gotta hunt while I've still got the energy. Of course, of course. Very well then. I imagine you may not have much of a response to this next question, but I must ask nonetheless. What can you tell us about that mysterious tree? If anything, I was hoping you guys could tell me that. What the hell is that thing? Do you remember when it first appeared? About 3 months ago, I'd say. Everyone was all excited when it first showed up, saying it was a miracle the Tsar performed for us. But it never actually gave us anything useful. The Oprichniki don't react to it either, so all I really know is that it's just a big damn tree. Are we done now? Because I want to check out those other hunting grounds while... Just a moment. Now that we know the full extent of the situation, I'm afraid that information was insufficient. Oh, come on. I don't have anything else I can trade you. Unless you're after my gun, and you can have that over my dead body. No, it's not that. We want a kite. A kite? All you have to do is collect some materials. I can tell you what we need right now if you like. Now that I have a clearer picture of your people's technological and cultural progress, I am quite certain you should have little trouble finding them. Damn, Sherlock. Damn. All right. As long as I don't have to leave town. Thank you. I commend your decisiveness. Good show, Patchy. Ah, sweet water, my salvation. What do you want with a kite, Holmes? Shouldn't we have traded for food first? The pudgy one is right. It's been too long since I've had a decent cut of roast beef.
Not at all. Food's crucial too, of course, but as they say, safety first. That is what you're going for, right, Holmes?
Indeed. It will require a bit of brute strength, but we will be taking a break. It will require a bit of brute strength, but we will be taking I can't say page. It will take a bit of brute strength, but we will be taking a page from Benjamin Franklin's book.
I see where you're going with this. So you want to connect it to the briefcase?
I don't know if we want to actually turn Gordolph into roast beef exactly. I don't think the quality's good. I do. Wait, are you trying to generate power? Precisely. If you are to summon servants again, you will need that Spirit Origin briefcase power and a lane line. It's barbaric. Why, it's downright primitive. Not at... Oh, excuse me. Not at all. That briefcase was originally designed to be usable even in eras without electricity. All Ryuzaki need do is make use of it to draw a summoning circle on a ley line and wait for a single bolt of lightning to strike.
Man, I really am a genius, aren't I? I doubt there's anyone else in all of history who could have made the summoning system this streamlined. Being me is so awesome.
When will you come home, Da Vinci? You too, Holmes. Alright, so when is the next thunderstorm? Our forecast says tomorrow. Suffice to say that time is not on our side. I'm afraid we must get this kite ready to fly before the end of the day. Now then, Mr. Ryuzaki, have you ever made a kite before? Yes, technically. Excellent. Now is the time to put that knowledge to use. Bring me all the duct tape you can find. Here you go. They were all really easy to find. Wait, Holmes on raid up this late May? I know what I'm saving my quartz for! Now, are you gonna tell me about those other hunting grounds? Of course. I am pleased to make an equitable trade. This one's far. Probably take me a day to get there. Alright, you guys stay put. Don't go outside and don't eat anything besides the food I gave you. Good luck! Man, it feels weird getting a send-off. He's starting to like us, chat room. Alright then, now it's time for arts and crafts. Remember, without this kite you will not be able to summon servants. It is no exaggeration to say that the very fate of the world hinges upon this kite. The fate of the entire universe hangs upon us creating a kite. It is official. We have entered some real Doctor Who territory with this chat room. This may be the most important arts and crafts project in the history of mankind. No pressure. Oh, for the love of God. Hold on, guys. Every time I plug in my phone to charge, the screen size always changes. True.
No, not that one. That one! Yes, you're supposed to cut that one. No, not there! This is so frustrating! I'm sorry, Da Vinci, but it's not always easy to understand what you mean.
No, not that. How is this kite supposed to fly if you cut that? No, that's correct. The next cut needs to be on the opposite side. Really? I never knew there was so much to kite making. I always thought you just stuck some hose to fabric like a tent and the whole thing just flies. And this is why, Gordolf, you are useless.
Here's some water, Senpai. Just relax and take it nice and easy.
I will take it nice and easy as I drink this delicious water given to me by the Mosh. I have drunk the water given to me by the Mosh. I feel refreshed.
I have to say, though, this is kind of fun. I only hope it ends up flying well.
Worst happens, we all die.
I can bend the wire we're using for the kite's frame, Senpai. I am a demi-servant, after all. Don't be silly. In your normal form, you're even weaker than Ryuzaki is. Oh, right.
Damn. You hurt Mosh. Marshmallow.
That took a lot longer than I thought it would.
Well, this is an unfortunate turn of events. I can already hear the rumble of thunder nearby. The kite's design should be fine, but we still don't know whether it will fly in this world. The world is enveloped by a raging storm, after all. There is no telling how violently the winds may blow it. There's no telling how violently the winds may be blowing at high altitudes. Nonetheless, the kite's frame should be sturdy enough to accommodate extreme conditions. And to this point, we have done all we can. We're like fucking MacGyver. Jesus.
Great! That was the last part. It might have been a long and winding road to get there, but at least we got there. Now, for the most important touch. What sort of picture should we draw on it?
Damn it, Da Vinci! I'm a master, not an artist! I love it.
What? But I was so set to paint a Vitruvian good enough to put on the Voyager.
Star Trek jokes. We got 'em. Stop that. You'll frighten the locals half to death. Just scribble some ASCII expression on it and be done with it. Well now. I am impressed you know about that. True, it is important to retain one's sense of playfulness. Miss Kyrie Light, would you do the honors of drawing something?
Of course. Art design is one of my specialties.
Mosh?
Don't worry, Master. I'll make sure it's a glamorous kite that will make everyone sit up and take notice.
What do you got for me, Mosh? Well, it's certainly one of a kind. What did she draw?
I'm sorry. I did my best to convert your face into a Euclidean plane, Senpai, but I'm afraid it didn't go so well.
Why must you use my face? No, World War, no! We must not loot the Mosh. Save that for the Dojin writers. I like it. It has a unique charm about it, and it should serve to ward off evil spirits. Now, you'd best be on your way. I'm afraid we don't have any time to wait for Pachi to return. And away we go! This is the most chill lightning storm in the history of time.
I'll leave him a note telling him where we are. Okay, Master, let's sneak out of here. There are a lot more people, Yaga here than I thought there'd be. Huh? What was that sound?
Oh god. What happened? Anastasia? Where are you? Anastasia!
I am here, my Tsar.
Ah, my Empress. My beloved wife. Tell me, is Russia at peace?
Of course it is, my Tsar. The Oprichniki are fighting hard all throughout the land in order to spread your glory far and wide. Please rest and do not be troubled.
I see. So Russia is at peace. That makes 200 years of peace in Russia. What about the outside? I must spread my glory beyond Russia's borders. I must share it with those from other lands who can only shiver in the cold, waiting for their ends. Tell me, how fares Europe and the Far East?
They too are at peace, my Tsar. Europe has bowed to your will, and negotiations in the Far East are proceeding apace. The war is over, and Russia will have their allegiance soon.
I see. That is good. No, that is not good at all. What? Peace alone is not enough. I must press onward with renewed vigor and expand my domain. I must unite the world and ensure its happiness.
Amadeus.
Holy shit, Mozart! Amadeus altar, what?
Very well.
So sleepy. Am I dreaming?
Good night, my Tsar. May your repose be blessed with sweet dreams.
Hey, we got Mozart. Nice.
Did you get Ivan's attack under control?
Yes, he is sleeping soundly now, thanks to Mozart's piano. Even though the Tsar is from a Lostbelt, the musical arts seem to have an oddly powerful effect over him. I'm even feeling a bit sleepy myself now.
Good. We need him to stay asleep for the time being.
We can't have him find out what's really going on and heading out on a campaign. That'd be the worst possible scenario. We must first be certain that his rule extends throughout the Lostbelt before we do anything else.
Then I will entrust him to Amadeus for a while and deal with the rebels myself. The mere thought that there is a rebellion taking place fills me with revulsion.
No, not an option. There's no way Amadeus alone can keep the Tsar pacified. If he starts really acting up, even I couldn't say what might happen. And I can't stand that. As much as is possible, I want to eliminate any chance of surprise from my plan. When I need your help, I'll make sure to call for you after the Tsar has been safely secured.
As you wish. You are my master, and I am your servant. I will trust in your judgment.
Thanks. That'll be a big help. Geekery! Pardon me. I hope I'm not interrupting your pillow talk.
I'd watch your tongue if I were you, Metropolitan Macarius. You may be the Tsar's mentor, but I am still a member of the Imperial family, and I will not tolerate such uncouth remarks.
You wound me, Grand Duchess. I have nothing but the highest respect for every member of the Russian Imperial family. No matter what sort of family they may be, or what sort of end the Grand Duchess may have met.
How dare you?
Wait, both of you, stand down. I don't want to see any infighting. We don't have time for it anyway. Father, your job is to placate the Tsar, right? Then quit following the Grand Duchess around and hurry up with the repairs to the cathedral. Or do you have something urgent to tell us? Did something happen with one of the other Lostbelts? Of course. This is very urgent, Cryptor number 1. Today is your lucky day. You finally have a chance to prove yourself in battle.
You're kidding me. They already showed up?
They have. There's been a disturbance on the outskirts. Their shadow border has emerged here in our own Russia. We haven't pinpointed their exact location yet, though. Still, this is their first Lostbelt. It will take them at least several days to fully comprehend how this world works. I believe now would be the perfect time to eliminate them while they are still regaining their balance. I don't want to leave the Tsar's side right now. I'll let the Oprichniki handle them. Besides, Koyanskaya is the one who let them get away in the first place. Why not make her take care of them? Or are you gonna do it yourself? That might give you a chance to be useful for a change. Oh, that disto! That disto! I'm starting to like this kid. Oh no, I couldn't. Unfortunately, the Tsar's condition worries me as well, so I would much rather not stray too far from Yaga Moscow. As for Miss Koyanskaya, she may well be to blame for this little predicament, but she too is quite hard at work at the moment. I believe her work is of a rather private nature. It is very much in line with her hobbies. Hobbies? Hobbies? She's supposed to be leading the Oprichniki. What else could she be up to?
Kadok, I'm told that woman has been going around distributing food to the Yaga at exorbitant prices. So exorbitant that they're forced to rob their neighbors of everything they have to even have a hope of purchasing it.
Wow. What a bitch. I can't believe her. We came all this way and she's still going around picking on the weak. Father, I don't like you, but I can understand you. I believe you are genuinely dedicated to keeping Russia safe from harm. But Koyanskaya, I can't make heads or tails of what she's thinking,
what she really wants to do.
I mean, unlike you, she can come and go between Lostbelts whenever she pleases, right? Then why can't we make her go to one that's a little more civilized? She doesn't need to stick around in a destitute world like this one. Damn. I'm afraid not. She's not one to change her behavior, no matter where she finds herself. In one sense, her actions stem from a love for humanity. That includes driving the weak into tight spots, sneering at them, and stepping on them. Oh god, she's a dom. Why did she have to be a dom? I hate it. She will never oppose us, or the Cryptors. It's best to think of her as a difficult mercenary who will get the job done as long as you can pay for her services. All that said, I do agree that she has been acting a little too freely. Very well then. I will speak to her and tell her to restrain herself while she is here in Russia. That should ensure she follows your commands as well. Does that suit you, Master of the Grand Duchess?
Fine with me. If she's gonna call herself a mercenary, I won't hesitate to use her like one. The Oprichniki aren't gonna die as long as Ivan keeps dreaming. Tell Koyanskaya to make sure she finishes off Chaldea's leftovers for good this time. They're only human, so they're bound to stop by a town sooner or later. Have her keep an eye on the major ones, and take them out as soon as she finds them.
Understood. I must point out, though, how terrible a thing that is for you to say of your former comrades, Kadok Zemlopus. And here I thought you were a kinder soul than that. Have these last few months been hard for you? Perhaps you should follow the Tsar's example and get some sleep yourself.
I'll admit I've been pushing myself past my limits, but I'm still the same guy I always was. Like you said, Chaldea's people are my former comrades. Emphasis on former. Now, as the only master in Russia, in this Lostbelt, my goal is to ensure it comes out on top. I'm gonna pull off something a master from proper human history never could. I have to.
Well, it's good to see you're in such high spirits. Pushing oneself too hard is a privilege afforded only to the young, after all. Gee, thanks. Rest assured, you have my full support. Kadok Zemplus, I have nothing but respect for your aspiration and for your determination. But I will offer one piece of advice. He who does not love himself can never save the world. If I were you, I would think long and hard about where that hostility of yours comes from.
Hostility, huh? So he's basically telling me to get over myself and accept that they're my rivals. The hell they are. They just got lucky, that's...
You mustn't say things you don't really mean, Kadok. Even if you are only bluffing, lies like that will only eat away at you. Kadok, you weren't able to save the world. That is simply a fact, and one you must accept. They accomplished something you could not. That is why you must take advantage of this new opportunity to show everyone what you can really do. This is your opportunity.
Going to the log, I'm just turning down the volume a little bit.
This is your opportunity to show them how strong you truly are. To demonstrate why you are a Cryptor. Why you are the one who were of those who were originally meant to save the world.
I know. Believe me, I know.
Oh, thank goodness. Okay. That was a long one. Login streak. Yay.
Here we go.
Alright, so, before we start this section, I am quickly gonna go fill up my bottle of water really quick. I will be back in 2 minutes. Be right back, chat room. Alright. I have returned. Oh, I have no place to put this down. Hold on. There we go. Alright. Just realized I didn't have any room on the little desktop that I was using right now, so let's go. Alright. Section 2. Yaga.
There are a lot more people here. I mean, Yaga here than I thought there'd be. Huh? What was that sound?
Maybe we should just stay put.
True. We probably should, but...
We don't need to draw attention to ourselves, Mosh. We don't. So let's just calm down. There we go.
What if we got close enough to see what's going on, but made sure to stay out of sight? Great, then let's keep our heads low and sneak over.
Holmes, Da Vinci, Gordoff, you want to talk some sense into these two idiots?
It looks like someone's handing out food? They're certainly all lining up for something.
Damn it.
Hello again, my little Yaga. Congratulations on making it through another day in your miserable lives. It's so sad, isn't it? No matter how hard you work, you can never save enough to live on or hope to move up in the world. But don't worry, your cute little guardian angel is here to help you survive this horribly dark, dreadful blizzard. Don't be shy. Come on up and take a gander at my goods. There's nothing NFF services can't provide, whether it's food, medical equipment, or even prohibited goods like alcohol.
Oh, good God. That absolute wench. How dare she?
That's...
That voice. The one positively dripping with honey atop ice cream atop even more honey. Why? Just why, Gordolf? Both of you, hide! Watch from as far away as possible! Do not approach any end of circumstances, not unless you want to get ensnared in a honey trap like I was! That is the most convincing thing he's ever said.
Welcome to TV Koi and Skaya's Honey Kitchen, now open for business!
Oh my God. He was actually serious about the honey!
Hello and good day, all you lovely customers. I do appreciate your knowingly I do appreciate your knowingly patronizing my cruelest little establishment. Oh, yes, I know all about how hard it is being a Yaga. You have very hardly bodies. So hard, in fact, that you're practically immortal. But the trade-off is that you burn through calories at a tremendous rate. Really, you'll all die so comically quick if you aren't eating about 10 times the food a good old-fashioned human would. You might say that Yaga traded the ability to survive extreme cold for truly shoddy energy efficiency. At any rate, if you don't get enough calories here in Russia, you'll soon end up a Yaga-sickle.
A Yaga-sickle? Really? Really, localization team? That was the best way we could translate something like that?
But fortunately, I've come all the way from Yaga Moscow to help you survive. Now come on, don't be shy. Empty your wallet and prostate.
That just sounds wrong.
Now come on, don't be shy. Empty your wallet and prostrate yourselves before your savior goddess.
So the human's back again, huh? Damn it. How dare she mock us like that? Hey, shut your damn mouth. Do you want her to start making us jump through impossible hoops again? At least pretend like you're grateful to her. Yeah, her methods aside, at least she's helping us. Hi, Miss Koyanskaya. I'd like to buy some food, please. Is everything okay, Miss Koyanskaya?
How sad. How truly, truly sad. You Yaga must have Piroshki for brains. How could you possibly forget the proper way to address your owner? It's Mistress Koyanskaya, peons! I swear your minds are as frail as your bodies are ugly. You're completely lacking in tact and have not a shred of decorum. What an achingly dull world you ended up with. I don't know what your leader was thinking combining humans with animals. Now you've lost the innocence of the latter and the brains of the former. All you've managed to do is cancel out the good bits of either half of you. And you have the gall to call yourselves a new species just because you can barely eke out an existence here? What a joke.
What was that? Hey, you. I don't care if you're one of the Tsar's personal guard. Nobody talks about us like that and gets away with it. The Tsar himself came up with our demonic beast transformation policy. The only ones who would criticize it are traitorous rebel... Gah! No way! What?
See what happens when you oppose me?
Damn.
So sorry about that, my little Yaga. My Oprichniki are special, you see. They're a type that reacts instantly if I get just the teensiest bit upset, so be sure you watch your language.
But, Miss Koyanskaya, just now, you were the one who was...
Oh? Do my ears deceive me? Or are you the second brave moron with a death wish of the day?
No, I'm not. Forgive me, Mistress Koyanskaya.
There we go. I knew you could do it. Now, let's get down to business. Since your food shortage problem keeps getting worse, I made sure to bring twice as much as last time. Go ahead and load up on anything you like. There's plenty to go around.
All right. As long as we can get more food. Huh? What's up with these prices?
Ah, yes. 1 cut of Krishat shoulder meat? That'll be 500,000 rubies, please.
For 1 cut? A cut of shoulder meat. For 500,000 of this country's currency. No. That's 3 times more expensive than last time! And we couldn't even afford prices back then! This isn't helping us at all! It used to be as long as we obeyed the Tsar's laws, he'd provide us with the minimum amount of food we needed to get by. But now we have to trade everything we've got down to our furniture. If that wasn't bad enough, the prices keep going up every damn time. I just hurt my hand. Oh my god, World War, that is perfect. That is perfectly put. She is the female Mr. Krabs. Perfect way to describe it. You're bleeding us dry for everything we've got. Why are you torturing us like this?
Oh my, I don't like the sound of that. Is that an incipient riot I smell? Well, as the Tsar's personal guard, I guess I better do something about that, hadn't I? Perhaps we can try another way of resolving the food shortages then.
Wait, please. We're not looking for trouble. It's just, with prices like these, you might as well be telling us to die. Could you at least put them back to what they were last time? That way we should just be able to pay. Please, Mistress Koyanskaya, I'm begging you.
I wish I could help you, now that you're finally wising up a bit. But I can't. Sorry. What you see is what you get. Prices may go up, but they never go down. That's NFF Service's most sacred rule.
My god.
Besides, you aren't really incapable of paying, right? I know you've still got room to fall back on.
Room to... I promise you we don't. This is all we...
Don't be silly. You've still got plenty to work with. You've stamina to waste arguing with me. You've got plenty of nerve letting the rebels remain at large. And you've got a friend right there next to you. One with just as much money to spare.
Oh god.
Isn't it the Yaga way to take from the weak? Besides, I said it myself earlier. There's more than one way to resolve a food shortage.
Huh? So that's the way it is, huh? So that's the way it is, huh? Since you're telling us this and you're one of the Tsar's personal guard, if I go along with this, I won't get in trouble.
Nope. I couldn't care less about silly ethical concerns you pathetic little things might have.
Hey, don't tell me you're just giving up. Come on, give her a piece of your... Don't worry, I'm not. Let's go get us some food together. You, me, and your money. Death! There! Pull the move to get the gods to love me? She's not a god, though! She is nothing more than a thought! The thoughtiest of thoughts! I don't... Why would they do something like this?
At least we've avoided being spotted. Koyanskaya just left with the wagon. Along with the Yaga who collapsed when their friends struck them in the head.
Mosh, Ryuzaki, neither of you looks or sounds particularly happy about that. Tell me what happened as briefly as possible. Broad strokes will suffice.
Koyanskaya, the woman who attacked Kaldea, was distributing food to the townspeople. But it looks like she was charging them prices high enough that she was really just extorting them. Eventually, the Yaga started arguing with her about the prices, and then a fight broke out among them, and only half of the Yaga there ended up receiving food. I think the other half were probably...
Killed? By their friends? Do you mean the ones who acquired food did so by stealing their friends' money? We will permit that. Okay, that's fine. Even if she was attempting to reduce their numbers, that is a needlessly cruel way to do so. I suppose culling half their population will help the remaining Yaga as there are fewer mouths to feed, but... Hey, spare me your cold-blooded analysis! The point is that Koyanskaya is a demon dressed as a woman! Ryuzaki, as of right now, you have no means of fighting back. Had Koyanskaya seen you just now, you would be dead, just like I would be. Of course, in my case, I turned a few of the Oprichniki into goo with my golf punch magecraft. But a third-rate... No, a pale imitation of a mage like herself would have had no chance. Luckily for you, you had some shadows to cower in. That suited you far better than a mage's outfit. Oh my god! Shut up, Gordolf! In that sense, you did well. I understand how you must feel, so you did well to stay out of sight regardless.
Director Gordolf?
Still, what a wretched stroke of luck to learn that Koyanskaya is here in Russia as well. Indeed.
She must have been concealing that in Chaldea.
Whoa.
Still, I'll say, and on top of that, she's a servant. These magical readings don't lie. She must have been concealing that in Chaldea, but she obviously isn't bothering to here. She must be working for Kirshtaria, for the Cryptors.
So that priest is most likely a servant as well, since he was clearly there as Koyanskaya's equal. Fatty, you were screaming for help too, you Pepega. Indeed, World War. Nonetheless.
What is it, Mr. Holmes? Are you concerned by the astounding lack of judgment that Mr. Gordov shown by unwittingly bringing both Koyanskaya and Father Kotomine to Chaldea?
Yes! Give him all the shade, Mosh. Do it! Roast that fucker! I'll have you know, I'm the greatest victim in all this! Have you not a shred of consideration? For you, Gordolf, no. Die. Ryuzaki, what have you been teaching your charge that makes her think it's okay to talk back to her superiors? That she said it with such a straight face only makes it all the more painful. In Koyanskaya's case, you're quite right. You are quite right, Miss Curie Light. Gordov was undoubtedly lax in his vetting, but so too was Koyanskaya's disguise immaculate. But the same cannot be said for Father Kotomine. He was a genuine clergyman sent in official capacity by the Holy Church. As such, Gordolf had no advance contact with him and thus cannot be held liable. True. I believe Father Kotomine and Koyanskaya must have first met in person on the boat to Chaldea and the Antarctic. Isn't that right, Director? Yes, that's right. I'm quite certain he was absent for most of my meetings. In which case, they must have executed their plan via a network we had no means of learning about. We shall need to investigate that soon. Now then. Da Vinci, Mr. Ryuzaki, although untimely, there is something else I must tell you. There is no man by the name of Kotomine Kirei employed by the Holy Church. Or at least, there was no one by that name on the 2019 list of the church's clergy. Ah, okay. Okay, we're bringing the lore into this. Good. Good.
Really? Does that mean the name Kotomine Kirei is made up?
No. Someone by that name did in fact exist at one time. However, according to Chaldea's records, Kotomine Kirei died in Japan in 2004.
Huh? So, basically he's a zombie? Has that sucker punching bag backstabber actually been a pseudo-servant this whole time? Or maybe he's a servant that's basically a heroic spirit possessing a dead body. Well, is that the sort of thing even possible?
I wish I could say for certain that there is no heroic spirit who can be summoned using a dead body as its host. But it is very possible that there are certain heroic spirits who may only be summonable as pseudo-servants using a dead body for a host.
I mean, lest we forget that Waver's being possessed by a servant, and Jean d'Arc technically had to take the body of a human in order to exist in the Apocrypha War. Even though we all hate Apocrypha, I'm just saying.
However, this information can at least lay that theory to rest. The Holy Church's report says the following. Kotomine Kirei's body was completely incinerated at the time of his death, making recovery impossible. In other words, Father Kotomine's body no longer exists. At least, not in our world. I like...
Well, I'm not saying that not everyone liked it World War. I'm just saying that I know a lot of people don't look back on Apocrypha with a lot of positive things. I know you do. I look back on some positives as well. It gave us Jean d'Arc, it gave us Astolfo, and a lot of other wonderful things. That's all I'm saying.
Then, does that mean maybe he actually came from this Russia? That is a possibility, but at this point, that is all it is. We still have far too little information to theorize any further.
Oh yeah, that's right, Achilles too.
Well, well, I thought I smelled something delicious. Do I detect some adorable little rats hiding out in this back alley? I do wish I could let you get away, but now that I've found you, I certainly can't do that now, can I? Especially not after Konomina just told me to squash any repulsive insects I happen to find.
Oh, shit. Are we dead?
Hello, my little Chaldeans. Hello, my little Chaldeans. Congratulations on making it back alive. I must applaud your luck and sheer tenacity.
Koyanskaya!
Master, get back! Aw, look at you, bravely trying to keep your master safe. But you really should know better, Mosh. If you're going to act like you can fight, you better be ready for your enemy to call your bluff. Consider your current situation, your abilities, your position. You may be okay with dying yourself, but what about the boy behind you? At times like this, the best thing you can do is throw away your pride and roll over like the dog you are.
Do not call my Kohai a dog. We'll never roll over for you.
Just kidding! It's hilarious seeing you flailing about so desperately, Ryuzaki. Luckily for you, I'm still not done with my work for today, and I like to do one job at a time.
I'm sorry, what?
So, I won't come looking for you until tomorrow. Killing you now would go against my principles. So for today, I'll be generous and let you go off on your merry way. Besides, I expect that'll make things more interesting down the road. After all, it's not fair for Kadok to have all the advantage. We should give you at least something of a fighting chance.
You know this is probably how we will kill you later. Like this is how all tropes happen.
First you destroy Chaldea, and now you want to pit Senpai against Kadok and the others?
Calm down, Mosh.
But... That's right. I'm gonna have you and the Cryptors kill each other, Ryuzaki. That's what we've been working towards all this time. It would be a huge disappointment if all that buildup were to fizzle out at the very first Cryptor. Good grief. I trust you're listening in, Sherlock Holmes. How could you let them go out with any protection whatsoever? Shouldn't you be way more cautious? If any other servants had been assigned to Russia instead of me, your little journey would be over now.
I never thought I would see an enemy servant concerned for her opposition. Although, the other servants, you say? Would you mind giving us any more hints while you're at it? What is your true name? Who is your master? How many of you are there? And furthermore... Yes, you'll cut it. What is this singularity really called?
That's more like it. It's not worth crushing you unless you put up a decent fight. You did put one over on me back at Calde, after all. Next time I see you, I'll have to pay you back in double. Oh, and unfortunately for you, I won't be offering up any more hints. I've been working my fingers to the bone over the past year to get everything ready. You'll just have to figure out whatever you don't yet know for yourselves. Our leader has come from far, far away and is intentionally staying out of the spotlight right now.
Is he gonna come in the 4th Lostbelt chapter just like how Goetia did? Why did you torment the Yaga? Aren't you a Russian servant?
Oh, that? You mean you can't tell? Just because I'm your enemy doesn't mean I'm an ally to Russia, to Kadok Zemlupus. In the end, the Yaga are another branch of human evolution. That makes them very much an object of hatred for me. So I exploit them as brutally and thoroughly as I can. It's my life's work. I enjoy it and take it seriously.
She is such a tease, chat room. I hate her.
Besides, the whole notion of a societal structure that exploits the poor was something you humans came up with, wasn't it? Oh, but violence is bad. We don't want that now, do we? I may have made use of my military forces back at Chaldia, but only because I had no other choice. Normally, I wouldn't resort to such barbarism. If I had had a year or so to carry all this out, I would have made sure you all ended up killing each other much more peacefully. Resorting to something as brutish as violence to destroy what you detest is the height of human folly.
She is indeed cray-cray. If she was summoned to my Chaldea, I'll burn her in a heartbeat. Yes. I might do that too. Maybe. All depends.
Your kind brought destruction down upon your own heads. I have no plans to stoop to your level. So there you have it. I won't lay a finger on you. I've already fulfilled His Imperial Majesty Ivan the Terrible's request to eliminate the biggest threat, Chaldeus. Controlling the Oprichniki now is just a bit of after-sales service. If you're going to fight this cryptor, I'll let him command the Oprichniki instead. So, you're saying you have no intention of fighting us here because we're completely powerless? That you're gonna let us go just because we're not worth your time?
Mosh, calm down.
That's right. Nice to see you finally understand, Mosh. I'm impressed you were able to face the facts you really, really didn't want to. So I'll tell you what. In honor of that show of earnestness and loyalty, I really will let you off the hook this time. Truth be told, I was planning to gobble you both up right after you'd let your guard down. Wait! That's it! That's the way, Mosh Ryuzaki. Don't fight an opponent you can't beat. That's the first law of the jungle. Since you're such smart boys and girls, I'll go ahead and make you a promise. If you manage to survive Russia, I'll be sure to come see you again. When I do, we can hash things out, mano a mano. Keep on scurrying around like the little rats you are until then, okay? I'm an advisor to the cryptors, you see. As long as you keep on your little journey, we will meet again. Enemy servant. Is this really the energy signature of a servant? Regardless, I've lost that wicked magical energy signature. I'm sorry, Master.
I don't know if it is her real name. I honestly don't know further in the story.
I wanted to do something about her, but I couldn't.
We just have to bear with it for now, Mosh. Just for now.
I know, but, well, now that I've calmed down, I have so many questions. Why did she reveal herself to us?
It's probably how she gets her kicks.
What was that scream?
This is very bad. I understand how angry you both must be on seeing Chaldea's destructor, but I need you both calm. It seems things have taken a turn for the worst in that town. Make your way back to Pachi's house immediately and mind your surroundings.
Understood. Okay, Master, let's keep out of sight.
Hide in the basement. Please forgive me. Please forgive me, O Light of the Tsar. Everyone in this town is a good, upstanding Yaga who loves and worships the Tsar. Nobody here would ever think of defying him. I admit that my brother tried to join the rebel army and you, Oprichniki, executed him for that. But that has nothing to do with me, and I don't know anything about any mage. Obey to the Tsar. Obey to the Tsar. As his servants, it is our job to crush the seeds of rebellion quickly, before they can take root. Therefore, we have confiscated your belongings and burned down your house. This is the fate for all who would oppose the emergency prerogative. You can't be serious. We will ask the questions. Where is the mage? I told you, I don't know any mage. Shit's hitting the fan, yo. Then that is proof you do not fully understand the glory of the Tsar. Break him. Kill him. No! Please! I'm begging you!
Master!
Wait, I know someone! I know someone who defies the Tsar! His name is Pachi! Pachi? Come to think of it, they did seem to be treating him a bit strangely. There's something shady about him, and his father was killed for defying you guys! He's been real flush lately, too. He must be selling information to the rebel army. He's the one with the traitor... He's the one with the traitorous rebel army. Hey, are you kidding me with this shit?
Pachi!
Why do you have to show up now? Who are you calling a traitor? You! Everyone knows you're with the rebel army, right, guys? You bastard. Then how do you explain that haul? Huh? All the town's hunting grounds are sealed off, but you managed to pay your taxes and still had food to spare. That's all the proof we need. Alright, I did my part. So long, Pachi. You are a member of the rebel army. You stand in defiance of the Tsar. You lack respect for the Tsar. Those who turn their backs on the Tsar's glory will be tortured until they have confessed their sins, then executed. Do not resist. Oh yeah? Watch me! He shot him! Pachi just openly defied the Tsar! Oh shit. Treasonous action confirmed. Normally you would be eliminated. Huh, see that? That is what happens when you go flying off the handle without thinking ahead. Still, I must commend him for his timing. This will be an excellent distraction. Now then, Ryuzaki, I trust you know what to do next. Head to the ley line while the Oprichniki are preoccupied with that beast.
I'm ready, Master.
Let's go save Pachi.
Right!
Huh? Why would you do that? Obviously, Gordolf, you have no idea about how we do things. I understand your confusion, Gordolf, but this is simply how Chaldea, rolls, as they say. I do hope that you will learn to accept it. Rest assured that endeavors like this are far from fruitless. They may be fraught with risk, but their returns more than make up for it. And how? Thank you for understanding, Holmes.
That's right. This is the ship we're all on. Besides, this'll also help save his life. Alright, Ryuzaki, grab Pachi and get out of there! If you don't do something, he's gonna keep fighting the Oprichniki until they kill him.
Pachi!
I think so too. If it comes down to it, then I'll...
It's not gonna come down to that, Mosh. Treasonous action confirmed. Normally, he would be eliminated. At the moment, Captain Koyanskaya is handling our actions, our protocol, and our pay. We cannot carry out any executions without her approval. So instead, we will crush your limbs to neutralize you. Pachi! Huh? What are you guys doing here?
We'll explain later. Please, follow us. We know a surefire escape route.
What's with her? She doesn't have any fur, just like Miss Koyanskaya. Is that the Koldun everyone's been talking about? What are you... Rebels have no right to speak. Hold your tongue. Damn it all! Let's go. There are too many of them. Think I don't know... Wait, you guys have fought the Oprichniki before, haven't you?
Yes, we have, so we know full well how quickly they move. Don't worry, I know we can get away.
Indeed. However, note that if you follow our suggestion, you will no longer be able to return to this town. If that is acceptable to you, you will have our full support in making your escape. How about it? Why would that matter to him? You saw how the other creatures rattled on him? You there, you've been on the outs of this town for some time now, haven't you? Surely you can't possibly have any lingering attachments. Even still, Colluders spotted. The captain must hear of this at once. Requesting authorization for execution. Damn it. Alright, I'll come with you. Now hurry up and lead the way, Ryuzaki. You don't want to get shot in the back, do you?
No, Fo, we do not want that to happen, Fo.
Good. You managed to escape the town. I'm glad to see no one was hurt. We made it!
Yes, Senpai's plan to knock things over in the alley to slow the pursuit worked wonders.
Are you shitting me? That was my best plan? My best plan was to basically be the dumbass in every horror movie, and it worked? Son of a bitch. Yeah. It was like something out of an old Japanese samurai movie. The kind where the hero escapes by periodically stopping to cut down one of the bad guys. Though, of course, you see that kind of thing in the London stories all the time, too.
Good thing the Oprichniki never tried to shoot you. You probably wouldn't have made it out otherwise. I don't know what happened, but I guess there must have been some sort of mistake in the chain of command.
Indeed. We should all be grateful for this stroke of good luck. For now, I'm afraid you must keep moving. I've put up a beacon at your destination. Miss Kyrie Light, would you mind showing Pachi?
Of course. Here, Pachi.
I see. So it's a top-down map of the mountain? It's tough to tell what's what with all these bumps. Oh, I get it. It's showing the mountain's elevation changes. That's pretty nice. That red light is your destination. Once you arrive at the mountain path, I would like you to leave the way. A map can only tell you so much after all. As you are a local, we will have to place our trust in your knowledge of the region. Naturally, I would like you to avoid any areas where demonic beasts are known to appear. And do remember that we are under pursuit. Yeah, I got it. Come on, Muruzaki. Mosh, let's get going. Although now that I think about it, I get the feeling you guys have been pulling my strings this whole time. A lot of people really hate your guts, don't they? That they do. Especially good, honest people like yourself. He's not wrong. Where's the lie? We always get ourselves in the worst situations. Hey, we got a fight. I don't feel anyone staring daggers into my back anymore. Looks like we finally lost the Oprichniki. Damn it. Why did this have to happen to me?
I'm so sorry. This is all our fault. We didn't know anything about this place, but we still had you take us to your house.
Knock it off. Just forget about that. I wasn't thinking straight either. This is what I get for jumping at a chance to strike it rich without thinking it through. It's my fault as much as yours, so that makes us even. There's one thing I still don't get. Why didn't you use me as a decoy and run off when you had the chance?
That's not the way Chaldea rolls.
We still haven't returned that favor you did us. Are all humans as stupid as you guys? Damn. Every time, same reaction, different words. Times like that, you're supposed to let the other guy take the fall. But you guys just couldn't keep your noses out of it, huh? I mean, it's not like me dying's gonna make any difference to your survival. Indeed, the Beastman is exactly right. You've nothing but a defective demi-servant and a useless third-rate master. That's why I told you to stay out of sight instead of getting into fights you can't win.
But aggro, though.
My body just kind of moved on its own. I don't get it. Why would you do that? There was nothing in it for you. I only saved you people because I had something to gain from doing it. The Yaga way of life is simple. Only the strong get to eat. Oh, but surely the weak serve a purpose as well by providing meat for the strong to consume. That is typically the law of the jungle, after all. Not for us. For us, the weak aren't even worth eating. Every Yaga knows that. Man, you mages really throw me off my game. I assure you, most mages would make the same choice you would under those circumstances. The one there with you now is the odd man out. He is motivated primarily by his emotions rather than what he stands to gain or lose. God damn it. Guess I'll just have to lay low in some other town until the Oprichniki forget about me. Hell, at this point, maybe I will join the rebel army. The rebel army, I remember hearing them mentioned before. I presume they are a group who takes issue with Ivan the Terrible's reign. That's right. Word has it they've been around in some form or another for the last 450 years. Sometimes it was nobles fighting. Sometimes it was normal folk who'd run out of food. But whoever it is, it almost always ended up with the Oprichniki slaughtering them. Though nowadays it sounds like they're still putting up a good fight. I also heard a strange rumor about them. Yeah, I remember now. They say their leader's a lady archer who still looks like one of the old humans before Ivan's reign began.
Huh?
An archer-class servant? I don't much care for bows myself, though I guess they can work decently against some of the larger demonic beasts.
If she really is a servant, then we definitely need to meet her to see if she can help us. At the very least, she's already fighting Ivan the Terrible, so it's safe to assume that our goals are already closely aligned. And if she's a rogue servant, so much the better. Servants can't reach their full potential without a master, after all. If you tempt her with a contract, she might even offer to join us of her own accord.
So there's been a servant summoned here, but it will not seem to be a counteraction on the part of a holy grail. Perhaps this servant was summoned in consequence of our arrival with the proper human history spirit origin graph. Or perhaps she is the last bit of resistance this land, no, human history itself had to offer?
Holmes, something on your mind?
Of course. There is never a moment when my mind is not occupied.
I mean, you have to keep your mind occupied, otherwise you go into manic bits of frenzy and you turn to drugs. So, yeah.
And in order for us to truly be able to act here, we must ensure the servant's summoning is successful.
Finally, we're laying down a ley line!
You should be seeing an area well suited to the summoning about now. A cave, to be precise.
I see it. It's hard to see in this blizzard, but I think I can make out the cave now. I also hear thunder overhead. I understand it's statistically very unlikely, but I am a bit concerned about us getting struck by lightning. Sorry about that, but I'm glad you made it up there in time. That thunder is the mark of some extremely precious energy after all. Okay, Ryuzaki, it's time to fly that kite. Go on, help him, Mosh. All right, leave the flying to me, Master. By the way, Da Vinci, it is safe to fly a kite in a storm like this, right? You sure I'm not going to be electrocuted or anything, right?
That's a very good question.
Oh. That is not a reassuring response. This is really why you shouldn't work on such a short notice. It's way too easy to forget about little details like that. But never mind that now. Come on, get that kite up in the air. Chop, chop.
Hold up a minute. You never answered the question.
Look, Benjamin Franklin did an experiment very similar to this, and he came out of it just fine.
Da Vinci, you're not really reassuring me on anything here.
Well, some of the people who tried to replicate the results weren't so lucky. But you can't do science without breaking a few scientist, eggs.
Did you just make a joke, Holmes?
What sort of monstrous servants are you? I've never seen such a hostile working environment.
Oh, trust me. Have us go back to goddamn Camelot when Arash sent us flying like a freaking plane. Still have nightmares from that.
Wait, that's it. I just had a flash of inspiration. Ryuzaki, use your head. If there's a dangerous job to be done, delegate it to someone else. Say, that jogger there with you. Perhaps his kind don't mind being zapped with lightning? Are you nuts? I wouldn't last 2 seconds. Lightning's one of the Tsar's most powerful weapons. It'd fry me like a piece of Khrushchev bacon.
Bacon. Sorry, I lost myself for a minute there.
Anyway, nevertheless, moving on. Think! You've already revolted against that Tsar of yours, haven't you? There's no turning tail and running away now. You need to face reality. Reality? That's rich coming from a furless bunch of pink-skinned humans from some fairy tale paradise.
I wouldn't exactly call her a little sanctuary paradise, but... whatever floats your boat.
It would seem that the lightning here is strong enough to discourage even young Pachi. Alas, we have no alternative. Miss Kyrie Light, please connect the wire to the Spirit Origin briefcase. Once that is done, I want you to run as fast as you can while holding the kite horizontally.
Why are we using Mosh?
Understood. I'll make sure the kite gets
Airborne. Mosh, don't listen to their delusions.
Here goes!
The kite has reached the center of the thunderclouds. Activating conversion spell. Now! Way to go, Mosh! Good. Continue to keep an eye on the kite, Miss Carrier Light. Mr. Ryuzaki, remain on standby near the Spirit Origin briefcase. It is crucial for the summon that you be there. This is a forced summon. Once one of the heroic spirits you have bonded with has been summoned, they will convert the lightning into magical energy and use it to form a Spirit Origin. But that alone will not keep them here for very long. If a servant summoned via human magecraft is to remain in this world, they will need an attractor, a master that can serve as their anchor. Your job is to converse with the servant that appears and form a contract with them immediately. Got it. What's all this about? Man, that thing's really up there. I swear I have no idea what these humans are thinking. We're doing shit. Just let us do this, Pashi. Hold it, Holmes. Just because this thing isn't the Russia we know doesn't mean we can let some commoner witness magecraft being performed. Can't you get that wolfman to go off somewhere else? Surely you don't want to ruin his life by showing him things he's better off not knowing. I suppose you do have a point. Very well then, I will speak with him. Pachi, look as intently as possible. Pachi, I'm terribly sorry to ask this of you, but we are about to perform a highly secret ritual here. Would you mind waiting outside the cave until it is complete? Again, I do apologize. Wait, what? So I'm not good enough to see their secret little ritual, huh? Damn it, they wouldn't even be here now if I hadn't shown them the way. What do I care about rituals? I can smell them. So they're over there, huh? Most Yaga go their whole lives without even hearing about mages, let alone meeting one. I know that mages worked with Ivan the Terrible to perform the spell that combined humans and demonic beasts. The one that created us, the Yaga. And I know if they hadn't turned us into Yaga, we'd probably never have survived the Great Cold Wave. They say that mages are still at work trying all sorts of spells in the hopes that one of them can save the world. Of course, they also say that all the mages were killed when they got on Ivan the Terrible's bad side. All the rumors are so vague as to be damn near worthless. I know that mages exist, but I have no idea what they actually do. I figure that being a mage and all, they'd have so much magical energy that even a Yaga like me could sense it. But as far as I can tell, that Ryuzaki guy isn't anything special. If he were a Yaga, he'd have been too weak to survive more than a day after being born. I have no idea why the Oprichniki would care about him or any of them. Still, I can't help but think. Maybe he really will end up saving this world. Because we are the protagonist. This is why I can't stand them keeping this ritual thing a secret from me. Not after they'd gone and gotten my hopes up like that. I can sense those two humans now, along with a ton of magical energy. Alright then, let's see what this secret ritual is all about. What is that? It was an intricately designed symbol of magecraft. One meant to make miracles possible.
Everything's in place, Master. The Spirit Origin briefcase now has enough charge for a single summon.
The boy extended his right hand and called out loud and clear. My will creates your body, and your sword creates my destiny. If you heed the Grail's call and abide by this will and reason, then answer me. I hereby swear. I embody all that is good in this world. I shall defeat all that is evil in this world. Seventh heaven, clad in the 3 words of power. Come forth from the circle of binding, guardian of the scales. What? Those words bring about genuine miracles. They are an incantation spun in search of bravery and wisdom, all in the service of overcoming any difficulties that may stand in the way. The Fate System. A secret ritual for summoning heroic spirits. Ooh! My name is Avisibron. I am a caster. I come in response to your summon. It would seem, though, that the circumstances are somewhat unusual. And you, over there, are you an enemy? Ugh!
Pachi!
I thought this might happen. You saw the secret summoning ritual? Cursed fool of a beast, how dare you trample all over my kindness! Ryuzaki, order that servant of yours to dispose of the witness. Now, calm yourself, Gordolf. Surely there is no need in a world with no mages association. Indeed. Do you know the way, my brother? For that matter, even if we weren't able to keep the summoning ritual perfectly secret, I doubt there is anyone in this Russia who could decipher it. Besides, I believe Pachi understanding our power would in fact be to our benefit. That guy just appeared out of nowhere. Hey, you. Are you human? I am not. I am a servant, one who long ago made his mark on history. Thanks to my accomplishments, I ascended to the throne of heroes as a heroic spirit. Now I serve this man, for he is my master. Heroic spirit? Does that mean you're like Ivan the Terrible? Oh. So our enemy is Ivan the Terrible, eh? That's going to be difficult. I've never seen this heroic spirit before. As a result of my summoning, I know all the information my master possesses. That said, it seems there are still many things we have yet to learn about this strange land. Now then, where to begin? Before we discuss matters further, why don't I show you what I am capable of? Demonic beasts! Damn it, I didn't even notice them following me here! A word of warning before I fight. My body is frail and weak. I may be the least useful out of all the classes, in the sense that I cannot do anything by myself. But I am also a miracle worker. So to begin, I would like to show you what manner of miracles I am capable of performing. Holy shit, that's a golem! Now then, let us do battle. This motherfucker just summoned a golem out of nowhere. Thank you, Apocryphal Lore. Let's the battle commence. Ooh, level 80, nice. What do we got? Gain a status that applies the following to all allies when defeated. Apply invincible and recover HP. Oh, for when he dies. Okay. Arson Buster greatly increases NP gauge. Very nice, very nice. Do your work, Magic Man! His golems can explode! That's awesome! Alright, let's see how high this goes. Beautiful! Let's do this! Golem Keter Makuth. Noble Phantasm, release!
血を満たす武器を震え、悪魔はされる義は己が血を正常へと導かん。ルーア派を抱きし汝の名はアダムなり。
Okay, that was pretty cool.
削り取れ。石の巨人よ、暴力を前。
And this guy is a level 3 servant. My god.
いいだ。あ、いいだ。
This should do it.
削り取れ。
Ooh, double team golem.
石の巨人よ、暴力を前。戦闘は増えてではある。しかし、
I like this guy.
手をきちんと揃えているのが魔術師というものだ。
I should probably change my mystic code. I totally forgot to do that earlier. That was incredible. Those stories, those stones, they just flattened those Kree like it was nothing. These are my golems. I'm too weak to fight myself, so my only option is to have them do so on my behalf. Now, Master, we can talk more later. First, I'm going to make this cave into my workshop. That should strengthen our ability to summon, which will in turn allow you to make use of your spirit origin graph. That way you may call upon the shadows of the servants registered within that briefcase whenever you like. I really like him. You will, of course, only be able to do so in combat, as this power is sadly quite limited in its scope. Now then, I think I shall rest until the workshop is complete. He's got golem slaves. Master Ryuzaki, Mosh Geekery Light, and Pachi the Yaga, was it? Allow me to introduce myself again. My true name is Avisibron. As you can see, I am a caster, just a humble maker of golems. But given the circumstances, it would nonetheless seem that I am just the servant for the job. So, you weren't part of the Spirit Origin Graph. Mr. Ryuzaki has never met you before, eh? Then it must have been the land itself crying out for help that brought you here rather than a bond with him. Yeah, we do have a stando. It would seem that the existing heroic spirits cannot easily materialize in this world.
Nope, just one more thing that sets this place apart from a singularity. I guess this is what that magecraft theory was talking about. But that can wait. For now, I'm just glad we have a new ally, and one who seems likely to be very helpful at that. Avisibron, given your particular expertise, do you think you might be able to repair the Shadow Border's armor?
Let me see the data. Let me see the data.
By all means, go on. Give it to me straight.
First, we'll need to find the right materials. I should be able to craft a suitable armor plate as long as we have the quality ore imbued with magical energy. Ordinarily, such ore is only traded among mages. But I believe we should be able to find some here.
Good answer. Just what I'd expect to hear from the forefather of all golems. Mind if I leave him in charge of fixing the Shadow Border's armor, Holmes?
Not at all. That would certainly be a great help. Now then, Mr. Ryuzaki, Miss Geekery Light, Pachi. I believe we should decide on our next course of action, assuming that's all right with you, Godolph.
Of course. I will have the final say, yes? No. No.
Fuck you, Gordolph. Nobody likes you. Naturally. Da Vinci, I would ask you to continue learning everything you can regarding the materials. For the other matter we discussed, that is.
Okay, I'm on it.
Right. In brief, I believe our next move should be to rendezvous with this rebel army. We now know that its leader is a servant. Moreover, there is a strong chance they will elect to join us, given that they oppose Ivan the Terrible. But we don't know where the rebel army is. I believe Pachi can be of assistance there. You do know where they are, don't you? Not exactly. But I do know of a few villages that's rumored to have ties with them. Word has it they provide them with food, hide them from the Oprichniki, that sort of thing. Then that is where we will go. I trust that's all right with you, Director? A village where rebels gather. I don't much care for the notion, but then again, I won't have to be the one going there anyway. Very well then, be off with you, Ryuzaki. I await good news and a much overdue supply of food. It is becoming quite increasingly low in here. We've already exhausted 4 days worth of supplies. Mr. Goldolf, it's only been 1 day. I was stress eating! The Shadow Border's reserves are nearly empty, and the state of one's belly has a direct effect on morale. I'm sure you are well aware of this, but the Border's staff are mentally exhausted as well. They have been battling hunger, the cold, and cabin fever for some time now. At least you've been able to walk around outside.
Oh, right. I almost forgot about that little problem, but are we sure we can even eat krishat meat?
We had better be able to eat it. Forget the roast beef for now. I'd be happy with a side of bacon. The Music family has been practicing alchemy for generations. Even if the meat does contain toxins, rest assured that I can make it edible.
He has a use!
I've been stranded and alone in snowy mountains countless times before, so I've invented my own smells to turn bad meat good. I can even transform spoiled meat into sirloin. Why else do you think I'm known as Music the Phoenix?
Wow. What a totally useful spell. It's definitely a narrow niche, but it's the one we need right now.
Understood. Good. Once the Shadow Border is working again, we should be able to support you in a much more active capacity.
We can do stuff, chat. I'm excited. And yay, St. Quartz!
Okay, we have 2 for that. Alright. 47, eh? Let's see. What are we at? 356. Yeah, I think we can do a 10 roll. Chat room, how do we feel about doing a 10 roll? Let's do this. Archer, class today. Alright. Let's see what we got. Rolling away. Ten roll, here we go. Servant. Okay, 100 personas. Servant. Caster. Hey, we got another Avisabron. I did a 10 roll on it earlier, and I already got him, so we can NP2 him now. Hooray! Servanto. Lancer. Ay, 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 you can just not leave me alone. Can you, Hector? Number 4. Servant. Got a caster. Ah, it's Babbage. Dang it. Come on, baby. Number 5. Another servant. Caster. No. I got a Visibron, though. I can MP3 him now. Number 6. Craft Essence. Ah! Projection. I pulled too many of those. Was that my luck on this roll? Was that my luck? Ooh, a new one. Nice. Another Craft Essence. Bygone Dreams. Ay, caramba! Another Craft Essence. Damn it. Ah! 5-star Craft Essence. We got one left. It's a Servant. Caster. Ah! A Visibron again. Well, at least I can MP4 him now. Oh, might as well just do that really quick. First, let me level them up to a reasonable level. Leveling you up, Visibron? Alright, super success, not too bad. Not too bad. She is absolutely adorable. Alright. Let's get the NP up. And I think once I NP him up, I think that will be it for me for tonight. My voice is absolutely destroyed right now. But I see that Yusei is also streaming, so I think we will do a raid on him in just a moment. Alright guys, that's going to be it for me for right now. Thank you guys so much for joining in as I play through Fate Grand Order, the first part of the Lostbelt. And we're going to raid Yusei. Let's see here. There we are. Start the raid. Alright, that's it for me guys. See you next time. This is going to be Ryu, signing off. Night everyone.